Yo, we have a bot, everybody! We have a bot! Necron, take him out back! Let's go!
The embers settle into ash, refuse to bend, to break, look back. It's all decided in the moment we both choose to fight it. You don't need armies to take down the monster underneath the crown. It's just a one-shot, stay locked, cloak and dagger, what you're after, but I'm not your hired gun. Bullets to wars and nothing's won. This might be your one chance, you can withdraw. I'll take all your deep cuts, I'll take it all. I am every mirror, you're just a wall. Even if I cry, you will watch yourself fall. All talk and never answers, you spread your hate like cancer.
Alrighty, hello everybody, how are you going? No, it is not a paid content stream, Dissipter, go fuck yourself. Welcome in, Angel, lovely to have you. Welcome in, Marshu, welcome in, Necron, welcome in, Dissipter, welcome in, Yen, welcome in, Kamo, welcome in, Sinale, welcome in, Cozy. How's everybody's week going so far? Hello, chat, don't worry, chat... Stalkers, say hi back. Poor Angel is currently alone in YouTube chat. Say hi back, say hi back. Lovely to have you. How's everybody's week going so far? How is your Tuesday treating you? YouTube chat is all mine, not anymore. Welcome in, Sten, welcome in, Recursive. I had to sign a new NDA today. Welcome in, Lucerus, welcome in, Gull. So yeah, my entire day was pretty much being briefed for 4 hours on shit that I can never tell. Hello, Marshu. Lovely to have you. Welcome in, MB. Welcome in, Rose. And thank you so much. It is free content. Fuck off. Thank you. That's very sweet. How did I get past sub mode? You're VIP, so you're exempt. No more South Spy talk? No, I'm not a spy, believe it or not. Going good. 8 hours till Eku Altar. 8 hours until maintenance for Eku Altar. Just to clarify for people before they stay up. So, Nintendo disclosure agreement. Yeah, I basically got given orders that I'm to hunt down 7 people named Luigi and take them out back, if you know what I'm saying. I found my kitty cat. Let's go. I'm so happy for you, Angel. I was hopeful it'd work out. I figured it'd work out, but I also didn't want to say that in case it didn't. Wait, so it starts at regular time? Yeah, it should do. Should start a few hours later. Maintenance in 4 hours? I thought that was not the case. I could be wrong, though. Will you press the button, marry your waifu of your dreams, but Hung will stalk you for the rest of that marriage? Can I kill Hung? No. Chibi customization is currently disabled. And please do check that, Marshu. I don't like lying to people, unless it's on purpose. I could very easily, like... I love gaslighting people, but actually just spreading misinformation, that is not poggers. Okay, before I forget, I am going to turn off sub-only mode. You're all getting scammed. You can kill Hung, but he always comes back. Free food. Free protein. Let's go. Okay, welcome in all non-subs. You are now once again free. I almost clicked play on the wrong thing. Who wants to hear Patches of Violet, the Limbus song? Hi, South. Welcome in, Joshua. Lovely to have you. It starts early. Okay, never mind then. Never mind then. There, your fact check. Thank you. Mods take that. I was going to say mods ban that guy, but no, you gave me a sub. You are spared. And thank you again very much. You're very, very sweet. You do not need to. South, just hypothetically, would you rather have me as your boy wife or have me force you to? That's not the kind of hypotheticals we're dealing with today. Rar, welcome in, Spade! Lovely to have you. Because like its priestess, she would erase him from existence. So true, so true. Okay, just to clarify, and I'll do a bit more yapping and I'll get... We'll start the game later, but this is how this works. It is a will you press the button? You get one good thing, but you get one bad thing. So you can either press the button and get both of these, or skip. So for example, in this one, this is a fucking obvious skip. You get all video game consoles, games, controllers, etc., but you're very unhealthy. Lads, lasses, stalkers, would you fucking die in the next few years, but in exchange you get a free Nintendo Wii worth a few $100? That is functionally what this question is asking. Oh, thank you for preying on my upfall, Spade. I appreciate it. Yes, no. No. You do not press that button. No, good. You're sane. Look, video game consoles are not cost prohibitive. I've put 64 hours in Blue Protocol Star Resonance. It came out 5 days ago. I hope you're having fun, Necron. I've heard good things about that. Also, welcome in Jawa. I request Arknight's Dual Funk soundtrack. How about this? Let me get to all, and we can start with that. This is basically the same thing. Just out of curiosity, which Silver Ash will get an altar? Ancianitis. I'm already unhealthy enough. Yeah, but you can improve your health. Last I checked, this version of the game fucking sucks. Yeah, but it's funny, and I think it'll be fun. I'll pass on that exactly. So yeah, there you go, Golf. That is the closest you'll get. So that is sort of what we're doing today, once I'm done yapping. And we can also do plenty of yapping. So if you have any topics, feel free to bring them up. Always. You'll get all the games, not enough time to play any of them. Exactly. But yeah, so my day at work today was sitting in a very... Well, it wasn't boring because of what was being discussed. It should have been a boring meeting, but it was actually kind of fun. And it was just me hearing a whole bunch of things I can never tell anybody. As in, like, at my deathbed. Man, my job can be very fun sometimes. Oh, I came at the right time. Welcome in, Rex! I'm currently panic farming chips for Eku Alta. I have shit tons of specialist chips. I've not done any farming. I, too, thought you'd answer my question with the same reason. What do you mean? You become the biggest VTuber on the planet, but you have to publish South's novel, with her being canonically Futa. No, I would not press that. Also, because biggest could mean anything. So I'm gonna strawman you instead of answering in good faith. Song, that is this one, Necron. It is called All. It is an absolute bop. IS2 update. I am so excited. That is later this week. I'm starting that. I fucking love IS2. It is easily my favorite. Can we reach the 3 digits? What do you mean, reach the 3 digits? 3 digits of what? I don't get it. This song is amazing, but it's good. Isn't amazing, but it's good enough. You cannot be serious right now, Elu. South inflation? Yeah, exactly. Like, maybe given bow inflation, that just means I'll get a really fat model. Days. I mean, we are at day 90. But we only have 3 and a bit days of Subathon left, so I would say no. We are not going to hit day 100, 0% chance. I got 30 pulls in a dream. I don't know how many pulls I have. I've got like 380 Originite Prime. South model just looks so sad, never make... What, this face? Mom, they haven't been giving me enough money. I'm kidding, of course. Be responsible. Hung and Akka removed from Arknights, but Priestess is also removed and replaced with a male. I would not push that button. That is more in the spirit. It is one good thing, one bad thing. Do you take both or neither? Say less. No, Necron. No. I made a bet with Spade about something. Thank you, Golf. That's very sweet. Spade made a bet with me about we would hit 19k today, and I said, fucking no, that is not happening. So, no. Do not. Day 100 would be good, unlikely. Wait, he wants money. No. Yes. No. Be responsible. Obviously, I like receiving money. It gives me unhealthy dreams that maybe one day I can be a full-time streamer. But that's never gonna happen. But be responsible and spend on yourself. What's the bet about? I don't even remember. It's just simply not going to happen. Like, I was so confident of it not happening that I didn't even bother checking. So if you want, you can add other stupid shit onto the bet, because it is just not happening. Do it? No. I don't even remember what the bet was. He said he'd want more money. Fine. How about this? Be a full-time streamer? No, that was not the bet. And no, Marshu, I would realistically need to earn about 1.5 times what I'm earning right now from streaming to be a full-time streamer, which is just not gonna happen. So, yeah, look, let's get this out of the way. Nice and early into the stream. Oh, stalkers. I don't have enough money to eat food. Could somebody please give me money? Thank you. There, are you satisfied? Is that what you wanted from me? Now can we go back to the world of the sane where you're responsible and don't make poor financial decisions like throwing money at me? Welcome in, Jester! Why is the timer gen so small, dog? Did not play for this. Look, the timer gen decreases. We need you to get an average of 30 viewers instead of 18. I'm pretty sure my average is actually up to like 30 viewers on Twitch and 25 viewers on YouTube, unless I'm playing a game like this. But no, believe it or not, that is not the only requirement, Alu. I've got 24, the free ones you get pulls, and 0 care for getting any new units. Oh yeah, if you don't care about them, that's fair. I personally think Gracebearer is incredibly pretty, and look, I may be crazy, but Gracebearer is absolutely the unit I want the most. Timer goes down doesn't sound right. The timer constantly decreases. Ignore the fact that because Marshu gave a tier 3 sub, it is higher than it was at the start of the stream and will be for like 20 minutes. It's okay, chat. I remember seeing timer chat at less than 7 hours, I think. The lowest it got was 1 hour. The highest it got was 53 hours. I need all of the units on the banner, especially Eku. Understandable, sir. Entirely understandable. Timer should go up. Well, you are in control of if the timer goes up or not, but realistically, it will not. Stop trying to trick Desire Sensor. It's not going to... No, like, I'm not even kidding. I really want Gracebearer. I obviously want one of each of both, but I mainly want Gracebearer. Like, she'll be... I'll probably level Eku first, because she's fun, but I want to level Gracebearer and play around with her. Hello? Welcome in, Archie! How's your day going? I hope you're having a good one. Oh, also, I found an artist to start commissioning the South Mayonnaise emote. So, you're finally getting all of those 5 new emotes, including South Mayo. Are you satisfied? South, be glad I found another figure I like. Much like Rose, Necron, your threats are empty. I know you have too little self-control and will spend your money on other things. Let's go, hell yeah, brother. I need Lemoine for all my lesbian safe for work dream. No, that's fair enough, that's fair enough. And thank you for the bit, Marshu. And also, Necron, preemptive bonk, that's not encouragement. How's the cosplay going? I'm gonna pay for that this weekend. I didn't have time to research it. Basically, I didn't have time to measure myself. So I will buy it this weekend, and then hopefully it'll ship at some stage. Alrighty. It's about time. Actually, let me skip Settle into Ash. We just had this because of the redeemed. Okay, so let's get to it. It's time for a lot of very well-reasoned hypotheticals that make perfect sense and are perfectly balanced. Would you press the button? You get all video game consoles, games, controllers, everything, but you're incredibly unhealthy. As I mentioned before, absolutely the fuck not. First of all, video games are not cost prohibitive. You can afford to buy video games. You can also pirate them for free. And second of all, that's like, would you die in a year but you get a new Nissan Toronto? No! What song is this? This is Battle Plan Pyrolysis. Here you go, Spade. Want me to make a pool for this? Nah. Some of these will be very quick, others will be very slow. Let's make a pool for any that are particularly interesting, but ones like this is obviously no. Jokes aside, no, I don't want to become a My 600 Pound life contestant. Exactly. It's like, you put on 200 kilos of weight, but you get a free copy of Elden Ring.
Would you rather have infinite bacon?
Would you rather have infinite bacon but no games, or games infinite games but no games? I'm gonna go with infinite games, because, like, what would I really do with infinite bacon? Like, because if I take the infinite bacon, I have no games. But if I take the infinite games, I only have no games. So that's the better choice for me. The gamer hardcore button. No, it's like, you can already have the top one by just getting a part-time or even casual job. Bit vague on the very, very unhealthy. Let's say you go up to, like, 400 pounds, which is about 190 kilos. So not like ridiculous, immediately fatal, but definitely very unhealthy. It will be difficult for you to get back in shape, and it is going to be a risk for your life. And like realistically, if things continue as they are now, you'll probably die within 5-10 years. That is just not worth it. Infinite bacon, I can give diabetes to the starving. Starving children in Africa could have eaten this lead. Let me get my shotgun. Push, you're absolutely psychotic, Marshu. Okay, let's take a look what's up. Yeah, most people did not push that. Wow, that's crazy. 29% of people pushed this. Bro, what fucking kids are these? You can already get basically unlimited. I wish for the yeah. First wish for the genie, double world hunger. Second wish, triple student debt. Third wish, nuke France twice. How'd bacon give diabetes? I'm not sure. I didn't question it. Next one. You get to be the person you always wanted to be, with your dream job and partner, but your whole family refuses to speak to you for the rest of your life. I feel like if we take this at face value, this is a very easy push. Because, like, you will have a new family, and everything in your life will be perfect, but you don't get to speak to, like, a handful of direct relatives again. And it's like, yeah, like, that's the thing. I can definitely get why some people would absolutely love their family. But at the same time, it's like, you're not cutting them off, they're cutting you off, so it hurts you a bit, but they won't be hurt. Like, I can understand either way. And I do kind of like my some of my family. I won't get into it, but some of them. But it's like, this is them cutting you off. They won't speak to you. You can still like them, but they won't be hurt by your absence. If that makes sense. So overall, I feel like this is just a net positive, because you basically gain a perfect life, except your existing family doesn't speak with you. Now, I'm considering your dream partner to not count as your family that doesn't speak to you, because that would be hilarious. Give him money? Exactly. You can get a perfect life and give him money. But actually, let's think about this further. Let's say you get your dream job, you have a partner. That partner is now your family, because you're married. They will no longer speak to you. Let's say you have a kid. That kid is now part of your family. They will no longer speak to you. That would be very funny. So you have a job, but everyone you love hates you. But no, taking this at face value, the assumption is, for example, Cozy, like, I'm going to try to avoid wiggle room like that. It's fun to explore, but I want to take this at face value. So I won't go, oh, they can actually text you. I assume this is no contact, and your partner doesn't count as your family that doesn't talk to you. Would that work on adopted kids? That would be very funny. You adopt a kid and suddenly they hate you. They can hate all they want. I'll be busy with Silver Ash. Yeah, raise of hands. How many of us would choose a fictional character most likely? I thought you were going to say your partner is from your family. No, I mean, once you're married, your partner becomes your family, legally speaking. Dream job, teacher, dream partner, South, the waifu, not the version. Okay. You are actually a psychopath if you think that the fictional character South would make a good partner. Welcome in, Sayo! Lovely to have you! But no, if you choose South, you've got a dent in the head. First of all, you're causing the apocalypse. I want you to know that. Like, not quite directly, not a complete apocalypse, but basically that. You're causing a lot of human suffering. Second of all, you can't do the dirty with South, because that's physically impossible. Third of all, she would probably be incredibly sadistic towards you. It was a joke, I figured so. Does it work on pets? Because it is my dream to be an insane cat lady. Yeah, if your dream job is getting paid $3 million a year to take care of cute kittens, then yes, that would fall under this. Dream job being South. No, you don't want to be me, sir. All things considered, I do think this is oppressed. Like, yes, it would suck to not speak to your existing family, but you can always make a new family, and you can also do right by them and give them lots of money and set them up. And this is basically your life becomes perfect, but you lose a few close people you're close with. Yeah, 50-50, I can see that. I expected it to lean more towards pressing the button, but I entirely understand. Lots of people do like their family. But again, I think realistically this would probably be more towards actually pressing the button if the button was real life. My dream job is get paid by existing, then yeah, you get paid for that. The pros outweigh the cons? Exactly. Like, yes, there's a con, but I would consider the pro better than the con. What if I hate my family? Exactly. Like, this should be higher because a lot of people hate their family, and then also a lot of people who like their family should still want to press this. Let's be real. Like, there are some people who are already in no contact with their family, so that's nothing. Okay. World peace is created with never-ending prosperity for all, and you die instantly, and no one ever remembers what you did. Easy push? Hell no. You've got to be very, very selfless to consider this. Like, not even the legacy of it is irrelevant. Who cares that no one knows what you did? But it's like, you're missing out on a lot. Sounds like a win-win. No, bonk orange. The world is better for having you in it, sir. What if my dream job is to be an Austrian painter? Do not. Do not bring that up. As a Ukrainian, I'm definitely pressing this. Okay, yeah, that's slightly more fair. But also, there's also, like, the thing that's then bringing up. If you're religious, this is a much easier press. I was not raised religious, and I have no fucking idea on matters of faith. So I don't have some core tenet of that. Can I package the button and sell it to the highest bidder? You're selling someone the ability to kill themselves. Why? But no, also, like, it's not a matter of, no one will know you did it. It's the case of, you are giving up everything for other people, but also, never-ending prosperity also means we'd be basically fixed where we are now. The overwhelming majority of human inventions are done by necessity. War gave us penicillin, for example. So, if you've ever had an infection and not died, that is because of war. There's a lot of things, like going to the moon, that's because of war. Flying traditional aircraft, that's because of war. The overwhelming majority of human advancements have been because of war. That's why we learned how to make metal into sharp sticks. Wait, that's so smart. Why don't make someone I hate press it? Like, if you don't know, because this is a case of you have to press the button. Otherwise, you'd obviously take this button and then just let people know about it. Getting someone else to press the button, that's hype. I don't think the hypothetical says that, sir. Well, realistically, there'd be no drive for advancement because everybody's happy. That can be inferred. That's within reason. Everybody is prosperous, but not to the point of inventing a lot of the shit that we did out of necessity. Summon or Eku alter, then press it. What a power move. The account spin wheel? No, that is not what you're getting. The world is technically better if I press the button. Technically, but no. I personally think that is a no. A relatively in Japan getting dropped on them twice because of war. Yes, there's a lot of reasons like that. And this is about what I expected. If you're religious, this is a very easy press, and a lot of other people also believe that the good would outweigh the bad. What can I say? Personally, I'm selfish. My brain does not work as well as other humans. It works in a slightly different way. I would not want to press that button. Can I push it while in front of a moving truck? No. Do I get to make a wish before pressing the button? What are you gonna do? Double world hunger? No, no press. I'm the same way, Gavin. Good to know we got a few other selfish bastards in here with me. Most progress comes from desire to survive. Eliminating the need would result in stagnation. Exactly. Like, I feel like that's a fair assessment. I might not be as religious, but if it meant my family's better off, it's worth it. Yeah, like, I understand I understand a lot of people are like that. That's just not how my brain works. I cannot conceptualize that. Legitimately. But hey, it is what it is. Triple world hunger, give it to someone else based. Okay. Complete immortality. Nothing in the universe would kill you, can kill you. But no one else will ever be immortal. Now, in my opinion, this depends on one caveat. At the heat, do you have some way of taking yourself out once it's time? Let's say heat death of the universe, there is nothing left. If you had the ability to retract your immortality, I would say probably push. And outside of that, it is a hell no. Complete immortality. Yeah, from the word complete, I assume not. In which case, that is a no. That is going to be billions upon trillions of years of emptiness with absolutely nothing. And likely no other living beings. I say absolutely not. Instant press, assuming I can choose to self-delete. Yeah. If you can choose to self-delete at any time, obviously that is a press. Obviously. Even if no one else will become immortal, that is still an instant press, because that just guarantees your survival until you no longer want to survive. Imagine getting sucked into a black hole. Exactly. It depends on immortality. Is it like Dragon Z, where I have regeneration? I would assume that it is unaging immortality. Otherwise, you'd just become a skeleton. That would suck. Okay, a lot of people want to consign themselves to millennia, untold generations of torment. That's understandable. But at the same time, without a way out, I would say absolutely fucking not. Let's take a look-see at the next one. You get $1 million a month. But you have to watch someone die a horrible, tragic death every month. Yes. Can I push 1 million times? No. Like, look, this is a free... Yes, this will fuck you up more than you think it does. I unfortunately have some personal experience with this. I won't get into details. I don't like to bring down the mood. But, like, with $1 million, you can absolutely save multiple people with it. If you want to offset your conscience. You get to do everything you ever wanted and never have to work again, and have fundamentally unlimited resources or close to help people on a small scale. At the cost of regular trauma. It's because you're a spy and saw that on the job? No, it's not because I'm a spy. I'm not a spy. I'm not a spy. I phrased that wrong. Shut the fuck up. In this economy, yeah, let's say this is $1 million USD, okay? Let's say handshake emoji, this is $1 million USD. Because if it's 1 million pesos or 1 million rubles, that's gonna be a different conversation. Like, if it was 10 bucks of USD, but 1 million of Zimbabwe dollars. So we'll say it's $1 million USD for the sake of the argument. Absolutely free press. Less people pressed this than people who wanted immortality with no end. You can also afford therapy? Exactly. In the hospital, you see this enough? Exactly. Like, surgeons and nurses deal with this already. 1 mil in jail ain't worth it. No. The assumption is that you just witness people's death once a month. And it's a horrific death. It's not that you caused it. Like, you might have indirectly caused it, in the sense of the universe rerouted to make sure it happened, but it was not like traced back to you. Million in your local currency, obviously we're talking $1 million USD. If it was million AUD, I would still say yes. But we're not talking $1 million Zimbabwe dollars. Hello. Welcome in, Zero! Lovely to have you. That's stupid. Yeah, it is a bit of a silly one. It's not like it's my fault. Exactly, and welcome in, Onyx. Yeah, like, it's not your fault, but it would also definitely get to you, knowing that every single month you're gonna see someone die, but then, like, eventually... The question is, will you get used to it, or will they start scaling up? What is Mr. Man doing? We are doing hypotheticals, sir! We are doing hypotheticals. Do people not understand that being immortality makes you watch people die anyway? Oh, I'd be fine with that, as long as you had an out. Why does someone keep gruesomely dying every month in front of this guy? Realistically, they would not look into that, let's say. Okay, here is an example. You joined on a real thinker, Zero Day. You joined on a real thinker. It is impossible to say what the correct answer is. Would you press the button? You instantly turn into a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, but you don't get free pizza. You become a giant turtle, man-made abomination, who can never be loved or integrated into society outside of some absolute freaks. And you don't get pizza. But you're good at martial arts. Watch this have like 40% of people press this fucking button. Welcome in, Taxi! Lovely to have you! Do I still get burger? Yes, you still get burger, Onyx. Why would I want that? Some of these are written by kids, and you can tell. Some of these are absolute thinkers, and some of these are like, oh, you can see a new color, but nobody believes you. How you going, Taxi? Alrighty, let's take a look at the next one. Big 3 will be forgotten completely and their cancerous fan bases die off. Okay, so this is talking, the Big 3 anime. So, Naruto, Bleach, and shit, I forget the third one. The OG Big 3 anime, way back in the day. Completely die off, and all of their fan bases die, so no one cares about them. One Piece, that's right. Oh wait, oh yeah, shit. Would I give up Naruto fanfic to get rid of people liking One Piece? Yes, done. 3 of my favorite manga get cancelled too early, I'm already used to that. Bye-bye, One Piece fans, bye-bye. Rip Bozo. You'll never see how it ends. Welcome in, Realm! Hey, South, how's your 1/4 of a year Subathon Addy going? It has been 90 days. I'll tell you what. If we hit 100 days, I'll do some kind of mini celebration. I have to say, no, the manga I love has no EN and I want to keep it. No, that's fair, but I don't exactly read much manga. Real Frieren got cancelled already? Yeah, exactly. Like, most of them already get cancelled. My top 3 have finished, so who cares? I'd pass the button simply because the impact of those big 3 in manga. Does this personally affect me much? Not really, but it doesn't others. No, that's absolutely fine. Like, I jokingly said yes to get rid of One Piece fans, but realistically, I would not press this either. Because what you're basically doing is you are depriving other people of joy, but you also get deprived of joy. That is just a net negative. That's just a net negative, in my opinion. Okay, interesting one. Your mum lives until you die, guaranteed. But your dad dies right now. I would say no. Realistically, unless your parents had you when you were like 50, this is just a net loss of life. Bro, no more One Piece and Naruto fans would be such a benefit for society. I don't know about that, Taxi. Now, I just, in my opinion, I say no. I think this is a pretty easy no. It's like, look, even if you really like your mum compared to your dad, do you like her that much? No different from me, I'm already an orphan. Yeah, exactly. Like, a lot of us will already have that. Thankfully, both my parents are alive, but they're also divorced, so I guess it wouldn't mind, but like, I like my parents. Okay, now we're up to a thinker. Yeah, exactly, a lot of people's mums like their dads. Okay, now we're up to a thinker. Welcome into Hasag. TikTok gets banned from every country in the world, but all of the TikTokers go to a different platform. Even if you disliked TikTok, you would not want to press this button, because it is currently acting as a containment zone for all of that shit you dislike. But also, there are other things that are functionally just TikTok. My racist app needs to be safe. We're not talking about Instagram. This is already happening on YouTube. Exactly. This accomplishes nothing. This is just denying other people fun. And if anything, spreading things you don't like to places you like. There is no reason to press this. Crazy that 1 in 4 pressing it is the lowest ratio we've had so far. TikTok's an SCP containment? Exactly, like, if you despise TikTok, it is an SCP containment facility. I was about to write that, yeah, I'd never go on TikTok, so I don't see that garbage. Exactly, and like, sometimes you'll get recommended the good TikToks that go to other platforms eventually. So you will eventually find good TikToks, the few, like, I never used Vine. I know a couple of the big Vines because I found them through other memes. They stayed around. They outlasted the platform because they were genuinely funny. But there's no reason to press this. Only 30 minutes late. Welcome in, Pappy! It's wonderful to have you. Okay, let's see. Come on, give us a real thinker. Vine had standards? I don't know about that. SCP TikTok has breached containment? Unfortunately so. Okay. You get a permanent boyfriend-girlfriend. They will love you through thick and thin, and always be there for you. But they're the last non-family person you spoke to. Let's say, for the sake of argument, spoke to IRL. Because otherwise, then all of you would get me collectively, and I would get one of you. You're just being nostalgic, I fear? No, I hated most of Vine. I never liked Vine. There were just a few Vine memes that spread eventually out of that were funny. But no, I mean, look. How many of you are... No, stop pressing it. Stop making me your girlfriend, boyfriend. I personally think no. I don't want to fucking get married to my coworkers. I don't understand what the second part means. Oh, the person who is now your permanent girlfriend and boyfriend is the last person you spoke to who isn't a family member. So whoever you last spoke to in real life, the last words that were exchanged, the most recent, that person. Oh, coworkers smash? No, I don't want to smash my coworkers. And no, if you've spoken to someone since your coworkers, but no, I would say no. I would say absolutely not. And it's like, that sounds forced. From the implication, they love you. They do absolutely love you and will be there for you no matter what. So it's not really a case of it being forced. It's just, it is whoever you last spoke to. That's the downside. I personally say absolutely not. Absolutely not. The granny in the meat section? Yeah, exactly. I spoke to a married woman, she gets divorced and brings the kids. South as your partner. No, you do not want that. Okay. You become a Jedi, but can never watch a Star Wars movie? Fuck yes! Absolutely! First of all, you can watch movie reviews if you really want to get a summary of the plot. Second of all, most of the new Star Wars movies fucking suck. Third off, you get superpowers, but you can't watch one movie franchise. Whoop-de-fucking-do! I love Star Wars, but man, this hurts. You get actual superpowers and can watch every movie in the world except for the 9 Star Wars films. Do I have to follow the Jedi code? No, you just have the powers of a Jedi. Force is amazing, shit like force healing and mind reading. Exactly, this is such a... what does a Star Wars movie being a Jedi even mean? Jedi can heal, can read minds, have greatly increased instincts like Spider-Man, and can use telekinesis. So... Can I transition into being a Sith? Yes, but you only have the powers of a Jedi, so no Force Lightning. This is a ridiculously easy button press. Watch this be fucking 50-50. Okay, good. People are sane. Favorite 6 movies, but yeah, I'm gonna be a space wizard. Exactly. It's not like you forget all of the movies. You still remember them. Welcome in, Trash! Lovely to have you. The fact that 20% of people went, nah. Nah, I wanna rewatch those movies. I want to watch any future sequels rather than have superpowers. Free superpowers? Yes. Superpowers, but you can't watch 11 specific movies. You can even watch the porno parody or Spaceballs. Current Star Wars sucks anyway. Yeah, to be fair, if it ever becomes good, you still wouldn't be able to watch it, but still. Why wouldn't 18,000 people want superpowers? Oh, but I like the Star Wars movies. That will be their thought process. You have the... Oh, shit! No, I can weigh in on this in person! Oh, God. Okay, I can weigh in on this. You have the power to smell very, very far away, but you won't stop compulsively farting whenever you do so. I have the first half of this. I have an incredibly good sense of smell. I am borderline bloodhound level sense of smell. It sucks! It is not good! It is miserable! There is nothing good about this. You might think, oh, South, that means the food in front of you smells better. No, it means you can smell the dog shit outside. So now your food smells of dog shit. I am grateful that my year-round hay fever usually keeps my nose blocked. It fucking sucks. And in addition to this, anytime you smell something, you just start farting. Fuck no, this is a lose-lose. What's the upside? Good, okay, good. What everyday use can I use with that? Exactly, like, in theory, it's, you only start compulsively farting when you smell very, very far away. So it is an upside. But, like, it's, who cares? Average villager trades, exactly. Can I fart hard enough I start flying? No. Okay. You gain possession of any fictional video game, weapon, or tool. However, the government will find out and they want it. Absolutely yes. If you don't press this button, you are insane. Play through a bunch of video games. Find one where a character has a device, a tool, that can change reality or grant wishes. And then take that one. That is why it's worth it, Oddchi. Writer's pen, exactly, like, it's a common trope for people to have godlike powers in their tools. What rules will it play by? If I can use the portal gun without the moon rocks, then yes. I think in the case of the portal gun, it would be fair to say it needs moon rocks, because it very explicit, like, it's a core part of the plot of Portal that it needs moon rocks. But if it's not explained... Actually, yeah, let's just say it just works as intended without any major drawbacks specific to that universe. Wait, is that a weapon though? It says weapon or tool. Tool is very, very broad. A writer's pen is absolutely a tool, because a pen is a tool. So absolutely that's a tool. If it was limited to weapon, I would still say yes. Because the worst case is you choose a cool weapon, the government wants it, and then you give it to the government. You say, okay, look, I don't know how I got this, it's really cool and valuable. Give me like 10k and we'll just handshake emoji. What if I get something only I can control? What would they do? Probably kill you. I don't recommend making yourself antagonistic to the government. Sell it on eBay, I feel like the government would step in. Iron Man armor, but you don't have a source of power. The later Iron Man armors do have the power source built into them. It was only the first few where it relied on the arc reactor in Tony's chest. Either way, absolutely free press. You can basically become God. Like, realistically, you could get just a genie. That's a tool. 3 wishes. Hell yeah. Okay. You become a punk rocker but always have flowers in your hair. What's the upside? If you want to be a punk rocker, you already can be. No one that you're stupid. 50% of people cannot conceptualize willingly choosing things they like. I'm gonna nuke him with the Hammer of Dawn. Yeah, I feel like they would shoot you if you did so. Lose, exactly. What even is this? Oh yeah, it's hypotheticals made by random people on the internet. It's funny. Some of these are genuine thinkers, most of them are not. Okay, so you can get any clothes you like, but they will always be one size smaller. This isn't worth it. Unless you're getting the clothes for someone else or reselling them. You can sell them? Yeah, you could become a textiles company if you wanted to, I guess. But you can only sell clothing that is exactly one size smaller than you. Like, theoretically, there is no downside. This is just a benefit, but who cares? I would take it because, like, let's say worst case, you're in an emergency situation, it's very cold. You get a bunch of clothing and you use it as a makeshift blanket. Okay, that's doable. Also, there's some type of clothing where it's fine if it's one size too small. That's okay. Like, there's no real downside here, but it's just... Yeah, I don't even blame people for saying no. Who cares? I could sell it? Exactly. Like, this is purely an upside. It's just... It's silly. Ooh. Ooh! Okay, now this is an interesting one. You can wipe someone from existence at will, erasing them from people's memories, from photos, any database, and from ever physically having been there. However, you'll be the only person to remember them. I would say, yeah, you press this because there's no downside. You can use it, or you don't. So, if there ever is a literal Hitler 2 who starts doing that, boom, sorted. Like, you could just take it and not use it. I don't see why not. Exactly, you just don't see why not. Welcome in, Mistlight. I'm a psychopath, I'll press it. I don't think anyone should be given this power. However, obviously you would take it, right? If I want to erase someone, why would I feel guilty? Exactly. It's like, you can murder anyone in the world and you'll never suffer any consequences for it. But you might feel bad about it after. Yeah, exactly. It's the Death Note, but no evidence. I'm not sure. Yeah, I understand if you go, I don't want to trust myself with this power. I don't think I'd ever use it for what it's worth. If I had that, I wouldn't plan to. But, I mean, you might as well. Unless it's like... very easily activated trigger, and people just start popping around if you're mildly annoyed. It might cause a Butler effect. What if I wipe Hitler 2 and now there's a worse one? Exactly. So, like, there's no real benefit, but there's no real drawback. You become a physical dynamo, the highest grade in every martial art known. Known by man or that ever will be known by man. As well as an expert in parkour and other cool shit. But you can wear nothing but underwear. Fuck no! Even if you were 10 out of 10 gorgeous, fuck no. It's like, first of all, this isn't a benefit. Really. Like, yes, this is nice to have, but it is drastically offset. You would be like, unless you live in the tropics, this sucks. Absolutely not. 50% of people press that. 50% of people would give up wearing clothing. Unless you're a hot anime girl, nah, exactly. And other cool shit, that just means like, it's written by a kid. They mean any cool physical thing. Okay, interesting. You can turn into any one animal at will. However, anytime you get hit by direct moonlight, you turn into that animal. I assume until you're no longer being... it doesn't mention you can turn back, so let's assume you can also turn back at will unless you're being hit by moonlight. I don't really see the benefit. Like, this is a very major drawback. Let's say you wanted to turn into a bird so you could fly once. Okay, now every night you're a bird. You can never go outside after sunset. Also, by the way, a lot of the time the moon is visible during the day. Meaning, technically speaking, you are being hit by moonlight. Yeah, exactly, Pappy. Exactly. Moon doesn't generate light. No, moonlight refers to light given off by the moon. So anytime the moon is visible, that's moonlight. Yeah, your next line will be, you could wear baggy clothes. Bro, you'd need to wear a fucking hazmat suit. If it hits your face, that counts. And it can pass through, like, see-through material. I say no. I don't think, like, who cares about turning into an animal? Yes, that'd be cool, but that's such a big downside for a minor upside. I say no. A lot of... 62/3 of people wanted to, though. 2 out of 3 people say yes. What is the upside? What the fuck is this one? You go back to your happy childhood, but it sucks and you're miserable and you hate life and everything is bad. I mean, why would you want to? I would say no. I say very easy no. Very easy no. It's just no upside. This was written by a 13-year-old? Yeah, pretty much. Okay, at least most people agree with me. I never had a happy childhood. Exactly, it assumes a lot. Basically regressing? Yeah, it's like, you go back in time to when you were younger, except your life is worse. Okay? Okay, I feel like if you're American specifically, maybe you press this one. But even then, actually, no. I could understand people doing this, but that's... Nah. Let's move on. Let's move on. You always smell nice, but everyone else smells terrible. No. That's a drawback for you and everyone else. What's the upside here? You smell like you're wearing cologne. Cologne is not that expensive. Yeah, 83% said no. A new record. Okay, okay. Now, this is an actually interesting one. This one is legitimately interesting, because there is a decent upside, and the downside is not life-ruining. Holy shit, something actually worth considering. You can fly anytime, anywhere. And I'm assuming magical flight. I'm not assuming free airline ticket. But you get diarrhea 3 times a day, once a week. I would say probably yeah. Assuming you can fly at, like, good speeds. Actually, no. Actually, no, now that I think about it. A lot of people don't understand how heavily controlled airspace is. Realistically, there's no benefit. Oh, shit, why I'm flying. Why? Downside isn't too bad. Yeah, but at the same time, you'd get sick of flying, right? Don't know when it hits. It's at random. You don't know which day of the week you'll get diarrhea 3 times. But, like, let's say it happens on a Tuesday, you know you're good for the rest of the week. I can hover around and mess with people. I guess, like, the downside isn't so bad, and you can just hover, so that'll be fun. Flying is cool, but the feds are gonna lock you up. I wouldn't go that far. Probably not. Yeah, exactly, because it's like, realistically, after, let's say, 1 year, you'll be sick of flying, but you'll still have diarrhea. I say no, but I think a lot of... Yeah, that's about what I expected. A lot of people would take that. I get that, I get that. If you already get diarrhea every day, what's 3 more times? I suppose so. You get to have sex with any person you want, but your lifespan shortens by 50% every time you have sex. No! Look, worst case... No, look, The absolute worst case situation. Theoretically, you can already do this and get a better deal where instead you're just imprisoned for the rest of your life. Like, this is worse than the existing thing. Boss rush when it's sex. You're speedrunning your own death, Yen. Like, maybe if it was fictional characters, there could be an argument for it, but it just says any person, which implies real people. I'd rather get isekai to the Middle Ages. I don't blame you. Is that meant to be a real person? Yeah, it says any person, so pretty much. Yeah, like, that's what I was saying. If you can bring fictional characters to life, I could see the argument for it. Because then, like, maybe you could say, hey, I brought you to life, could you grant me extra lifespan? You grab someone with a Jansho where you can trade lifespan. They live for 10 million years. You ask them, hey, look, I brought you into this world. Can you give me, like, an extra 500 or something? Okay, let's see. You can talk to animals, but you can't talk to people. Fuck no. You lose the ability to communicate with people? No. I'd be put in an asylum? Yeah, you would be. At best. And you wouldn't understand them, because you can't communicate. Why are these old bad South I can make better than these? Tell you what, maybe if I do this another time, I'll let chat also submit some. That'd be fun. Animals are dumb as fuck the most part. Exactly, like, you'll get to hear a housefly say, I'm horny, I'm horny, I'm fucking. And in exchange, you can't function in society. That's... Wow, 30% of people said yes. Okay. You can breathe underwater, but you have to live underwater. No! That's terrible! Infinite money, but the market won't free magic away any problems for that. See, that's an interesting one. I have thalassophobia, so fuck no. Maybe one day when we have underwater cities, exactly. But as it stands, this is just... You're a homeless bum who lives with fishes for the rest of your life. But you don't drown. Like, there's no upside. Yeah, also, you can't use technology. Exactly. You can't use a PC or a phone. Ever. You can have anything you ever desired, but you'll die within 1 month of having it. Okay. This is interesting. If you don't have to do this immediately, I would say yes. Like, if you could wait till you're on your deathbed, get yourself another month of life, and a wish, I would say yes. But that's not in the spirit of the question. So obviously no. What if I wish for a long lifespan, then you get murdered within a month? I desire immortality, then you're immortal, and then you die within a month. A button that extends my life? Okay, you've extended your life, and then you get killed. I desire immortality? Okay, you are immortal, and then a month later, someone figures out how to kill you. I feel like this is very clear. I feel like you can't really rules lawyer this one. Body swap tool and my real body dies. It says you die, not your body die. But that's a better argument than everyone else. I would say absolutely not. Yeah. Repopulate the witch kid's bloodline. Well, have sex with Evanholtz but you die. Then just do a different one of the other ones. Look, I have to go. Sleep well, Necron! I have something I want, but only enjoying it for a month would be kind of a waste. Yeah, and that's not even counting the fact that you also die. The prices for medical stuff in the US actually goes down by a significant amount. You get hit by a 30-mile-per-hour brick on a random body part. This is like a 60% chance of dying, so that US medical stuff is cheaper. No! Even if you're American, absolutely not. 30 miles an hour is like fatal or removes a limb at best. Like, if you're absolutely as lucky as humanly possible, you lose a toe. And in exchange, US health prices are slightly cheaper. No. I'll pass, but I can just go to Canada. Exactly. Triple the medical prices based. My luck stat will probably make the brick hit the one hair standing on top of my head base. Push the button but double it. You get to die, but you double medical prices. Is that the button you want, Jester? Okay, let's see this one. This one's kind of interesting. You can play any song on any instrument perfectly, but you're the only one who can hear it when you play. Unless you're a musician, I would say yes, you press this. Because this just means, like, if you're ever at work alone, you could play Freebird on the pencil. And you're the only one who hears this. So basically, this is just a way to entertain yourself. Unless you play an instrument, this is a press. In my opinion. Schizo? No, it's just like a better way of entertaining yourself. Like, you could just keep a harmonica. And you could play perfectly. Because it says you're playing it perfectly, not on that... Like, you're just having a good time. What's the point? It's just a mild upside with no real downside. Like, you can entertain yourself better, I guess. Like, yeah, there's no real point. I wouldn't press this. I wouldn't want it. Can I record it? Yeah, but only you can hear it, so what's the point? What's the point in art if no one else sees it? People would hear nothing? Yeah. It would be funny seeing you go to town on a harmonica and no sound comes out. Even for musicians, you can write insane pieces for others to play. No, that doesn't buff your ability to write music. It just buffs your ability to play it. Okay. You can bring any musician from the dead for one last show, but you don't be able to see or hear it? I mean, there's no downside there. Yeah. Go for it. Yeah, sure. One last tour from, I don't fucking know, some Greek singer. From 2000 BC. And then you wouldn't be able to see or hear it anyway. If I can't hear them, no one will, so you could do a positive thing for the world at no cost to yourself, but you're going no, because I don't get anything out of it. Who would want this? No, it's just a case of, like, there's no downside. This is just a benefit. You already don't get to see or hear it, but you can just let people enjoy someone else's music once more. Beethoven would be funny? Exactly. Bring back, like, Emperor Nero or Beethoven for one day. They do one more performance, and then they fucking die again. Nothing's changed for them, people get a nice experience, and you get to laugh knowing that you made a nice experience happen. Oh, I meant, actually, no, yeah, I stand by that. I'd press the button. I don't know who I'd pick, though. Emperor Nero would be a really funny one. Low-key, Emperor Nero would be a funny one. Oh! I'd bring back Diogenes. No, Diogenes was not a musician. Oh, this one? I would say absolutely no. Absolutely not. End world hunger, but you die of hunger. No. I personally... Like, if this just means the end of your... Actually, no, because dying of hunger is a really nasty way to go out. I say absolutely not. I would not do this, but, like, anyone who chose the die for world peace option, this is just a better version of that, because you're not guaranteed to die right away. I personally say no. Like, I get why people would push it, but yeah, this one's more balanced. But you don't die now? Yeah, but, like, let's just say you die of hunger as of now, you can never eat again, and you die of hunger. So you've got a few days. It's still just a better version of the world peace one. But I wouldn't push it. It's pretty horrible, though. Oh, we already had this one. Okay, we're already looping. Let's go. Okay. Now, this is an interesting one. This one, actually, no, there's no downside. You can turn into anything you want, but you have to stay as that thing for 1 week. It's like, okay, you can just not use it if you aren't willing to give up a week. Also, you can just turn into a different person. There's no downside. Yes. No? Bro, you could just turn yourself into a slightly fitter version of you and then never change back. And then next week you could make yourself fitter again or younger again. You can turn into anything. You could turn into a fictional anime character. Have anime proportions IRL. I could become South and fondle my own boobs. Look, as much as I love South, she's not exactly massively busty. Why don't you choose someone else? Turn into yourself at 20 years younger? Exactly. There's just... There's simply no downside unless you become an inanimate object. But if you did so, you're doing it with the knowledge that you'll be trapped as that for an entire week.
One short sleep past, we awake.
Flat as justice? I mean, look, I like all kinds. But I like fit, and it makes more sense with flat. Turn into South with bigger boobs. Why, though? You can be completely protected from the dangers and despair of the outside world inside a building that only knows happiness and bountiful quantities of food and money, and many things to do. But you're trapped in there forever, and the only way to leave is to murder one of your only friends. Yes. Maybe I'm a bad person here, but like, if you're trapped in there forever with no way out, no. But, worst case... like, realistically, like, I guess it depends what it means by bountiful quantities of food and money. If we're talking like $10 billion, you'd be crazy not to kill one of your friends. To just take that $10 billion and walk out. Can I invite people? Let's say... wait, actually, no. Yeah, I guess this depends if the building has internet or not. Because if it doesn't have internet, you're just kind of fucked unless your friend happens to find you. I'd love to stay in the cave and watch the shadows all empty life. Yeah, exactly. Actually, no. This sounds miserable the more that you think about it. The more that you think about it, no. Yeah, but I can see, like, if you think modern building with internet, absolutely. Stalkers. We have the biggest thinker of the day. The hardest question. You can have whatever you want, whenever you want. Every time you do so, A is taken off of your lifespan. So, no matter what this was intended to be, this is still a yes. Because let's say this is a year. I want 2 more years of lifespan. Okay, that's a net gain of 1. A century, anything that wouldn't instantly kill you is a yes. Can I press it multiple times? I mean, you can use it as many times as you want. Anyone of the opposite gender you like in any way will be attracted back to you, but everyone, even the past one, and you can only pick one. But the fuck do you mean you can only pick one? Huh? Brett, did people... pick one what? This is worse than the last one. I know they just forgot a word. Why must it be opposite gender? Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're gay, you can just really flex by having all of the ladies or men love you. This is homophobic? Unironically, yes. What's the downside? The downside is that I assume it means you can only pick one partner. So the downside is every single person you meet is sexually attracted to you and hitting on you, which would become tiresome eventually. I would actually say no. I would... Let's say, hypothetically, this is... You only get to have a relationship with one. Like... The upside of getting to pick anyone you find attractive and having a relationship with them is great, but this part is fucking hell. As a woman, I do not want men after me. Yeah, exactly. Like, the duality is, men, generally speaking, have a lack of intimate relationships, and women have an overabundance. Like, in terms of being flirted with. So for a man, being flirted with sounds awesome, but for women, once it's happened a lot, you start really not liking it. Hello? Welcome in, OWAP! Lovely to have you. I don't need a harem, so smash. Yeah, but this would, like, ruin your life. You've got to understand, Taxi. This is life ruining. You get to date one person of your choice, but your life is ruined. Hell no. 67% of people. Would that include your parents? Yes, and any siblings. You get to party like Jay Etheridge, whoever the fuck that is. But whenever you're not partying, you're constantly shitting yourself. No! I can party a lot, but the rest of my life I am constantly shitting. That's a lulu. Lose-lose. I don't want to constantly party, and I don't want to shit myself. I don't even know who that is. What is the upside? What is the upside? Another Earth is created that's just like ours, but they want to destroy us. No! Like, what's the benefit there? It's not like you can go, oh, their world is better than ours. No, it's not. It's the same. Okay, okay. Now, this one's interesting. You're a great kisser, fantastic in bed, and incredibly charming to the opposite sex. But you have to constantly have a paper cut at the end of 5 random fingers for the rest of your life, and every time one heals, another immediately appears. Another benefit is you get another Earth to conquer. Fair enough. I say this isn't worth it, but I can see why this would be worth it to other people. I found fan art that looks almost exactly like you. Oh, please do share. Please do send it. Please DM me. I'd love to see it. I can wear gloves. Yeah, but this would still absolutely suck. Getting, your fingers are incredibly sensitive. This would be miserable, but I can see why some people would say yes. Still a lesbian. True. True, Angel. Hey, Angel, do you want a lot of men to be incredibly charmed by you, but you also suffer constant pain? That sounds like a win for you, right? Okay, okay. Now, this one's interesting. This one's interesting. You can fly, but you'd be ugly. I mean, look, yeah, insert joke of, oh, but I'm already ugly from everybody. I say no. I don't, like, who cares? What are you gonna do with flying? Like, yes, it's nice, but maybe you currently think you're ugly and you're actually like a 6 out of 10, and then you become a 2 out of 10 and you hate your life. A lot of people think they're ugly and they're just not. They just have bad hygiene and are a bit overweight. Like me. What the fuck, South? Get out of my head. Yeah, I predicted it. How ugly? Let's say a 2 out of 10. Not a full-on 1 out of 10, but a 2 out of 10. Depends on how fast you can fly. Yeah, you can fly, but only at normal walking speeds. Now, that would be a fun one. Either way, I don't think that's worth it. This is 50% of people saying I'm already ugly. What's the downside? I assume. Oh, okay. Okay. Now, this one's interesting. You respawn if you die, but someone else dies anytime you do. Let's be charitable and say that you respawn as a baby or something like that. Or you respawn in your 20s so that you aren't just stuck dying every second as a 170-year-old wiping out the population. Close emotionally or close physically? I'd say close emotionally is better. I would say yes, but I understand why a lot of people would say no. A random person dies every few seconds. Look. What? So you're just gonna throw yourself from rooftops to cause as much havoc as possible? Welcome in, Illuminated! I would say if this is like you respawn in good health at like the physical age of 20 or something like that, yes. Otherwise, no, because eventually that's just when you die, the world ends. Approximately 2 people die every second. Exactly. At worst, this... Actually, yeah, it says it's optional, so you won't wipe out the world when you're on your deathbed. Not worth it. Where do you respawn? What if you killed and they spawn camp you? Yeah, I guess there's no major upside. I would personally press this, but I'm not surprised a lot of people said no. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. You never have to pay for any medium, TV, video games, books, etc. ever again. But all the works from mediums prior to 1990 are erased from history. Let's say, for the sake of argument, that anything inspired by those works still exists. However, people forget the original. So to use Limbus Company as an example, The book Don Quixote no longer exists, but Limbus Company still exists and has a character named Don Quixote. So this is just getting rid of things in the past, but you get relatively cheap things for free. I still don't think it's worth it, but I just wanted to frame it like that so that it's at least an example. Have these people never heard of BitTorrent? To be fair, you can't BitTorrent a TV. Or a physical book. A physical one. Like, I don't think it's worth it, but like, let's interpret it in a charitable way. But yeah, you can already just steal shit. Oh man, yeah, you can tell who this was written by, can't you? You get to have sex with Scarlett Johansson, but you also have to do it again when she's 80. Personally, no. The point of sex is like an emotional connection you share with someone special in your life. I understand a lot of people will be yes, but me, no. Scarlett, who? That is Black Widow from the latest, Marvel stuff. Super? What do you mean super? What, just changing that to super? I gotta go now. Thanks for coming, Sten. Have a lovely day, man. I thought people love hags. Hag is not 80. That is different. I don't know who she is. She's an actor in Marvel. Am I 80 as well? I mean, if you're younger than her, no. Marry the person of your dreams, but lose your best friend. Abso-fucking-lutely. That's true. Like, yes, that would suck. Like, assuming by your dreams, it means you get to pick it. If it's whoever you've last dreamed about, no, that would be awful. It'd be like some nightmare spider creature. Sten called you super. Oh, that's fine. That's to be expected. But yeah, no, this is lose someone very close to you and get someone very close to you who's perfect for you in every way. It'd be hard because my person would be a best friend. You could have a better version of that best friend. Like, you're not thinking literally enough. You would lose them and gain a version of them that's just better in every way. What if the person of your dreams was your best friend? I can guarantee there is at least one minor thing you'd want to change from them. So you just get an exact replica of them who's better slightly. No, I understand why a lot of people would say no. I personally am on board with yes. This is trading one person for one person in your life. It's not like they die. I do not want to marry. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Marriage is kind of a scam and all that. You gain the ability to start world peace. But, okay. Oh, this is just a directly better version of the last one. Yeah, this is just an outright better version of a previous question. You have the ability to start world peace at any time, but once you do so, you die. I mean, there's no negative. You could just choose not to. Like, let's say you're on your deathbed. You've lived a long life of 137 years old. And you're like, oh, today's probably my final day. Fuck it, world peace. Like, this one, at least you have the choice rather than instantly dying. Even if you never choose to push it, you've lost nothing. So I say this one is at least a maybe. I don't think I'd ever push the button, but it's at least a consideration. I'll rig that abilities to a dead man's switch. Exactly. Figure out a way to do that. Okay, this... What's the downside? Why are all of them fucking like this? EA begins making better games that everyone loves. EA makes absolute top 10 Elden Ring style 10 out of 10 games. Bloodborne style 10 out of 10 games. However, they don't continue making shitty remakes and sequels everyone hates. Oh god, oh man. What are we gonna do? They stop making bad games and start making good games, but the good games are in a new franchise. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I want Garden Warfare 3. That will already be shit, because it's EA. No more Madden? Yeah, exactly. They stop making Madden. Better? Yeah, people can't spell. I can't live without Sims. You already have Sims 1, 2, 3, and 4. You always know what time it is, but you always hear a ticking noise. No! This is literally, not even metaphorically, this is literally a form of torture. You are torturing yourself forever to not have to look at your phone. No! 21 in 4 people! 1 in 4 people think it's worth not having to carry a phone. Like, that's like a cool party trick. You become insane, but you can do a cool party trick. You could get used to it. I have insanely strong tinnitus, but I barely ever notice it. Yeah, but like, I mean, I guess so, but tinnitus, at least my tinnitus, it's not constant. It happens sometimes. I guess eventually you would get used to it, but even then, that is a form of torture, so I would say no. Because, like, it's such a minor upside. Like, here's to put it a better way, Dahasag. Would you rather get rid of your tinnitus or always know the current time? You'd get rid of your tinnitus, right? Because in your case, you basically already have this. But there's no real benefit. Nothing bad will ever happen to you, but nothing good ever happens to you. No, that sounds miserable. Press the button. You get depression. No. No. That's awful. What about time zones? Yeah, you always know time zones. Watchers can already do that. I have a very rare ability where I constantly feel the earth moving, but I live in Cali. I used to think if there was always an earthquake. That's hilarious. RNG is what makes life good? Yeah, exactly. It's like, every time you flip a coin, it will land on its side, never heads or tails. I got one for you, you become a streamer of the year, but the VTuber community hates you. I would absolutely press that time lock. Also, welcome in. Lovely to have you. Like, look, yes, that would kind of suck, but it's also... I like the VTuber community. I like a lot of them, but... none of them really know I exist, so that's a relatively minor downside. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, yeah. No, Necron, please do not be ban happy. Sorry, we got spammed with bots recently, so we're all on the trigger finger. Also, welcome in. Lovely to have you. I can't press Eku Alter tomorrow if I press it. No, it just means you'll always get it at exactly 50 pulls, the exact average. Okay. This button, yes. Absolutely press. You're insane if you don't press it. You can teleport to any destination in the world at will, but you can't take anything with you, not even your clothing. Yes, you press this. Worst case, you use it to avoid a car crash or something. It's like, oh, the plane I'm in is malfunctioning and about to crash. I teleport home. Oh god, oh man, I lost my clothing. You can become a spectral being. No, you just end up naked. Panic button? Exactly. Like, at worst, this is a panic button. At best, you could just... let's say you wanted to go to Japan. You go to Japan once, you leave clothing there. You teleport back home. You get new clothing. Congratulations. You can now teleport to Japan anytime you want. Your current clothing stays here, your other clothing stays there. Assuming the clothing isn't deleted from existence, there is no reason not to press this. I am so sorry, Pappy, that happens. Oh wait, you can't hear me. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's crazy that 35% of people went no. Send stuff per mail and TP, it's cheaper than plane ticket. Yeah, like, there's no real downside. You just have the option of doing this. Teleport into a clothes store and steal it. Oh, based. You win every bet you make, but you can only eat grass? Let's say, hypothetically, grass is enough sustenance for you. You get your nutrients from this. I would still say no. That's... like, yeah, that's nice and all. You can make a lot of money, but you are miserable because you eat terrible food all day. What if I bet I can eat steak? You've won the bet. You're capable of doing so, but you can only eat grass. I bet grass tastes delicious. We are not a horse, sir. Touch grass. I already ate them faced. Oh, interesting. Win a couple million in the lottery. Let's say 5 million USD. Not your local currency. But you have to get a new identity and cut contact with everyone you know. So you can retire, but to everyone else, you vanish off the face of the earth and you have to start a new life. I would say no. I would absolutely say no, because I like being a streamer. You already have to do that if you win the lottery? No, you can just not tell them. We are not a horse, I might as well be. Is your girlfriend a horse? Yay or nay? Easy win, I see no downsides. Yeah, I guess this just depends how much you like your family. I like my family more than I hate work, so I would not press this. IRS would find you eventually. I mean, you are aware that most countries you don't actually have to pay taxes on lotto wins, right? Oh, okay, now this one is interesting. Hello, welcome in, Rosen! Wonderful to have you! I'd need a bit more money for me to press it. Yeah, because like 5 million. You could retire if you lived a relatively austere lifestyle, but that's not like that's not billions of dollars. That's not bribe money. Everybody you meet likes you and wants to be your friend, but you can't date anybody. I still think you say yes to this because this says dating. Like, look, worst case, if you really need intimacy, you could, like, go to a brothel or something, I guess. This doesn't seem like it would preclude that, because that's a transaction. And, like, that would be kind of sad. But this is a major benefit. I don't think I'd press this, actually. Adbreaks finally over. Welcome back! Lovely to have you! I want to be single forever. Yeah, I guess if you're aromantic, this is just perfect. But for me, that's a no. Yeah, that's about what I expect. Everyone wants to find that special someone. Every female will be attracted to you, and they cannot resist you. But that includes every species. Bro, even if this only included humans, this is a nightmare scenario. First off, did you know that only female mosquitoes suck your blood? Second off, this is just saying every woman you ever meet will non-consensually have sex with you. Fucking no. Like, even if that was just human women, that would be horrendous. Because it would also include your family. Okay. Earth establishes contact with aliens, but they kill everybody in your lifetime. What is the point? What's the upside? Oh, you get to see something really cool, but it wants to kill you and is going to succeed. Repeatedly slams button. Why? I would say no. Yeah, that's about what I expect. Yeah, it's like a... Wait, let me see if I can meme. Let me see if I can find a certain meme. I want to see if I can find this. This is very relevant. Oh, yep, there we go. So, this is basically this button. Hi, Bald Heart Violence. Welcome in, City! Lovely to have you. Some people just want to watch the world burn. I personally wouldn't. So, yeah, this is basically this meme in a nutshell. Indomitable human spirit. So-called indomitable human spirit when I blow up the planet. I would say no. Okay, we're on an alien theme, I see. You meet a handsome alien who takes you traveling through all of space and time. But after 2 years, you get trapped in a parallel universe with no way back. You encounter Dark Elder. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, how similar is the parallel universe? Because, like, if it's basically the same... Parallel universe where I got isekai to a hospital. Yeah, look, I know a lot of people will never believe me. I have actually been isekai'd. I got hit by a truck, and I was isekai'd to a world exactly like this one, except I had 2 broken kneecaps. I know, crazy. How did that happen? 2 years in which time, though? After 2 years, like the equivalent of 2 real life. Either way, I say, if the parallel universe is super similar, yes. Otherwise, no. I like this. Damn, that's crazy. I know, right? Isn't it crazy? Isekai's real. Handsome to me or handsome by alien standards? It's a Doctor Who reference. You get to see the next set of choices, but it will be ridiculously lopsided, therefore completely uninteresting. Oh, sleep well, Necron. Thanks again. I feel like this is a very, very meta question that is related to what we've been doing. The universe is not only similar, but my dead relatives will be alive by Doctor Who logic. Exactly. Yeah, look, I say this one's a joke one, but yeah, let's press. Let's see. Will it live up to the hype? Was it correct? That actually mean 2 years worth of time on Earth or 2 years on another planet? Let's say 2 years of Earth time equivalent. Wow, yeah, this is exactly what we're talking about. Wow, the last question was correct. That's crazy. You always win at the casino. You have infinite money until the casino bans you. But you have to split the money with someone who used to be mean to you and has probably drastically changed as a person. Yeah, sure. What's the downside? You can choose to have infinite money. I didn't have one, then the meanest person at your school who, like, insulted you once. That's... Yeah, it also... Yeah, true, it doesn't say... I assumed 50-50. It doesn't specify the split. Eventually, all casinos will ban you. Yeah, that is not infinite money. There is a strict limit. You'd need to make... Actually, no, yeah, you can't even make sure you lose. What you'd want to do is take out your entire life savings, walk in, bet it all on, like, 37 on the roulette wheel, and then walk out. Okay, let's see if the next one's more interesting. Unlimited soda of your... Ah, no, I'm moving on. That's fucking disgusting. No. What's the point? What's the upside? Welcome in, KTX. You become the most genuous guy alive. But you have Alzheimer's, and every 15 seconds you forget everything. No. 20% of people press that button. You can write it down in chunks? No, you can't, because 15 seconds later you'll forget what the fuck you were doing and spend the next 15 seconds trying to figure it out. Smartest dumbass ever? Exactly. Okay. You can be with any person you want to be at any given moment in time, but you can only spend 10 minutes with them. And after your time has expired, your consultants completely forget about the conversation. Oh, okay. Oh, no. This is worded poorly. This is a kid wrote this. You can spend time with anyone you want for 10 minutes. But after that, they forget the conversation. I mean, yeah, like, look. Hypothetically, you could spend 10 minutes with Trump asking him shit. You could spend 10 minutes with Biden asking him shit. There's no downside. You can chat with people and suffer no consequences. You could cuss them out. You could slap someone. 10 minutes, they forget. Sure. Minuets, I'm losing it. Look, people are stupid. Oh, okay. Now, wait, actually, no, there's no upside. The girl or guy of your dreams falls madly in love with you, but the closer and longer you are to them, the faster you age. No! 1/3 of people want to have sex with a hot anime chick and die. Okay. Now, this one is actually one of the only ones where it's not an easy win. There is a clear upside and a clear downside. How do we vote? Oh, you just say whether you would or not, Spade. That's all. You just say yes or no in the chat. You must kill an innocent, someone you love, without them understanding the circumstances, to save 100 people of unknown origin. I feel like this is way too optimistic about humanity. Like, let's flip this on its scale. You press a button, 100 people die, and you get $1 million. How many people are you pressing that button? How many of you are pressing it multiple times? People don't really care about 100 strangers. Like, assuming it's people they don't know. Past time I go, Eevee, sleep well, Necron. 100 people can fuck off. Exactly, you don't know them. Like 100 times? Yeah, exactly, you don't fucking know them. So I would say no. I don't want to kill a loved one. You get to travel any time and place, but you don't know where you end up and can't bring anything with you. No! This will kill you. Like 99.9999999% chance that this instantly kills you. Any time and place includes fucking space. But even if we limited it to the planet, oh, congratulations, you travel to the top of Mount Vesuvius as it's erupting. Fucking wicked. You get to, like, you just pose like you're jorking it to give archaeologists another thing to discover. Hell no, that is not worth it. You get tickets to your favorite band's concert at a stadium, but it's raining. I swear, some of these questions are actually thinkers. First off, most stadiums can close the roof. Second off, tickets to a band aren't exactly expensive. Third off, exactly, Spade, you could bring an umbrella. If I want to go to a band's concert, I can afford it. I'ma be real. I can afford like $50. I know, crazy. 70% of people. Free concert, but it sucks. Wow. What a thought. What a thought. You learn how to expertly use chopsticks, but you have a 20% chance to forget your birthday. What's the point? I can already use chopsticks to a sufficient level. No, you're absolutely fine, Darsak. But like, unless you have a written reminder that will tell you when your birthday is, you'll never remember it. That just sucks. This is such a minor upside. No. My Asian ass already uses chopsticks. Yeah, it's not that hard. Oh, okay. No, this is actually a thinker. This is legitimately a question that deserves thought. Holy shit, it's been a while. You become a rich, athletic genius, but you're constantly constipated. So you're really smart, really rich, really successful, very fit, but you're in a minor form of constant pain. I can definitely see people pressing this. Personally, I would not. I do not personally think it's worth it. But I could see people pressing this. I get the appeal, at least. That's better than like 90% of other ones we've had. How can you be fit if you're constantly constipated? You're in a constant state of fitness. But no, that does sound miserable. I personally would not. Would this kill you though? IRL, that can kill you? Let's say no. Let's say it's just like mild constipation. I have chronic pain already. Yeah, this is basically have chronic pain, but you're a genius, rich athlete. I would say no, personally. But like, I at least get, that's at least an interesting question. Oh shit. Okay. Actually, wait, no, once again, there's no downside. I was getting so excited. There's no downside. You can summon pizza. Welcome in, Froky. Yeah, because it's like, even if you hate pineapple, you can eat around it. Or you could just not summon the pizza. Just summon chicken pizza, it has pineapple on it. You could also just go to a local food bank and give them pizza. There you go, you've done a good deed. There is no downside. Just remove the pineapple. Oh, it is irremovable. The pineapple cannot be removed. You could eat around it, though. I was excited for a second, but that's just... There's no downside. Oh, okay. Wait, no, there's no downside. You can do something. But you have a superpower. But there's a mild limitation to your superpower. You can read minds for 18 seconds once per person. Sure. There's no downside. You become Keith Richards, but you're 69 years old, but that's fine because you're probably immortal. No. You become a different person and you're old. What's the upside? I gotta go now by myself. Thanks for coming, Angel. Have a lovely day. Thanks for coming, Jolie. Have a lovely day as well. Are these getting worse? I feel like I'm going crazy. Ooh, okay. Wait, no, this is... no. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this last line? It would be an interesting question up until that point. Your celebrity crush falls in love with you. You both get married and live happily forever. Actually, no, yeah. You have a perfect life, but 20 years from now, the woman or man you love gets turned into a giant mutant spider who eats and kills you. No! What? I'm going insane. I am going insane with these fucking questions. Stay hydrated. You as well, Recursive. Thanks for coming. Gabe Newell can count to 3. I assume that means we get like Half-Life 3 TF3. You can only game on a PC from the 90s running Microsoft Explorer. No. There's no benefit to you. That will, like, you just can't play games anymore. And other people get Half-Life 3. No. These questions are mid, they really are. Like, what's this? The upside. You are a villain, and you murder people every day. The downside. People think you're a good person. What's the point? Would you like to be constantly murdering people and people are fine with that? No. Okay, now see, this is an interesting question. This no downside. You are forced to murder people daily. That is a downside. Okay, now this is an interesting question. You have infinite money but lose both legs. I would actually say this is worth it. You can get prosthetics. Yes, this would suck, but you could also invest in prosthetic, and prosthetics are getting pretty good these days. Become lemon. Yeah, like, worst case, you have a wheelchair. Best case, you get cyborg prosthetics. I say yeah. Like, hell yeah, brother. Welcome in, Shadow! How's your day going, man? If you have infinite money, it won't be worth anything. I assume it just doesn't exist in a vacuum. You can create money whenever you need it. It's not like all money goes to zero. So technically, you're just committing small-scale fraud constantly without being caught. Waffle stomping's not the same without fake legs. Welcome in, Blood Limia. Absolutely true. I didn't think about that. You can summon an infinite amount of potatoes, but you can only eat potatoes plain. No! You have infinite food, but it sucks, and you can't eat anything else. What's the point? Why would you want this? You can't even, like, make them into a different palatable form. You can't make them into wedges. You just have to eat a raw potato. I would press it. No, that's life-ruining. That would ruin your life, sir. You can't eat food other than potatoes. Plain potatoes. Your deodorant makes 3 people of your choice love or like you. 5 people will hate you, ones that aren't chosen. Lurk, I'm starting to chat less. No worries, Shadow. Have fun in stream, man. Humans can't digest raw potatoes. Exactly. It would kill you. Yeah, I don't think this is worth it. Just, I mean, I assume this means people you know. If this is not people you know, and it's just 5 random people in the world hate you, yeah, sure. Why was deodorant important? I don't fucking know, man. Actually, yeah, that's a good point. Your deodorant makes people like you. It's not you, it's your deodorant. There's no real upside. I'm gonna be real. Oh, 50-50. Gotta go. No worries, Trash. Thanks for coming. Have a lovely day. The Beatles come back, but there's no more... Who the fuck is Dora? Do they mean Dora the Explorer? I don't know who that is. No. I mean, I guess it's 4 people for 1, so sure. You're able to watch the life of another person by touching them. You see everything from their point of view, from their moment of birth to the current day in real time. Power is triggered any time you touch someone. That is hell. That is called hell. What is the benefit? This is not you are able to, this is you are forced to. I feel like let's give it a few more tries and then I might be done for the day. These are fucking like brain-meltingly awful. Nice to meet you. Oh, that's rough. Exactly. You can read minds, but you can't lie. If this includes misdirection, absolutely not. That's not worth it. Like, white lies as well. Like, what if your mum says, hey, does this dress make me look fat? And you just go, yep. Or even worse, no, it's not the dress, you're just fat. Like, no. There's not much benefit to reading minds. Most people don't actively think much outside of what they're saying. They just kind of, like, think vague emotions. What's the fucking point? What's the upside? You see the future but can't change it. So there's a script and you know everything that's gonna happen in your life and you can't do anything about it. Get rich with the stock market? No, that would be changing the future. This just gives you a list of everything that'll happen for the rest of your life, and you can't variate from that. You lose free will. And everyone around you loses free will. You exist as a prisoner in your own body. 65% of people said yes to that. Just don't look at your own future. What's the point? Oh goody, I can see the plane crash I'm gonna be part of. Too bad I can't not get on the plane. Exactly! There's no downside. You lose free will. The universe will answer any of your questions. But when you get the answer, the universe changes the question. Okay, no, this is an incredible power. Ask questions with a definitive 2 potential answers. You could even ask questions you know. Like, for example, you could ask, like, let's say, hypothetically, you wanted to, you wanted to be tall and you were short. You would say, am I tall or short? The universe would answer short, and then invert it, making you tall. Welcome in, Asnav! Welcome in, Okaimari! Lovely to have you. Give us physics students no more work. Yeah, what is E equals MC squared mean? What is the speed of light? Is South an ATO psyop? No, I'm not. Is the sky up? No, and then you die. I feel like if this is any question you ask, obviously avoid it, but if this is only questions you choose to ask the universe, yes, because this just lets you change reality by being specific with your wording. And it's a 50-50. You end world hunger, but this causes the world to overpopulate faster? Yeah, sure. There's no major downside to this one. Yeah, because, look, if the world starts overpopulating, we'll just kill a bunch of people or go to a different planet. I... Okay, Thanos, yeah, you're making Thanos' nightmare a reality. I don't see any downside with this. Overpopulating is way worse. I mean, I imagine we eventually colonize another planet. It would suck up until then. Yeah, actually, look, I guess, like, it wouldn't really affect my life. No, don't eat people, Hiraeth! I'll ask it, am I a hot, pretty gal? It will answer no, then it changes it, exactly. Nah, I personally don't press that. Yeah, overpopulation, that'd be like a... That could be a major downside. House prices would go up. I've got bad news, they're already doing so. More people means more geniuses, so the opportunities would be presented. Maybe. You can teleport to any time, place, or dimension you want by thinking about it. But the power will drain your life and one day kill you. I feel like if you use this power exactly once and go to a different dimension, yes. Outside, like, I would say you press this and at worst, you're about to die, you teleport somewhere safe. So I say yes, but like, I wouldn't spam that. Do I really want to isekai because I read an isekai novel? Okay, why don't you go to a dimension that's exactly like this one, except you don't age past 21 and will never die of natural causes. Or there's a big boobed anime waifu who's in love with you. You use it exactly once. I'll teleport 7 hours in the future so I can roll on AK. You have a gambling addiction. Go to Terra, get a Ripathy, come back. I mean, look, we do know from the Rainbow Six Siege collabs that they're functionally immune to a Ripathy. Vague, Mino, likey, yeah, exactly. Like, what if you use it once and it will kill you that first time? You can read human minds, but in exchange you can't read. No. Reading is immensely beneficial to our lives. Like, you would not be able to drive. You wouldn't be able to see a stop sign. You wouldn't be able to understand a crosswalk. This is actually way worse than people make it out to be. This doesn't mean not reading books. This just means not reading. Oh my god. Oh my god. You can look into the future, but nobody believes you. Oh, I just made life-changing money on the stock market. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Hello, South, how it goes? Welcome in, Fracta! This is... What's the downside? You can't prove to other people that you can look into the future. That is the downside. It's a good thing you can get away with so many stuff. Yeah, like, this one doesn't stop you from changing the future or using your future knowledge. This is just you can't convince other people you can see into the future. I don't need people to believe me, I'll just get rich. Yeah, exactly. Just cheat the stock market. No, just cheat a lottery ticket. Just grab one lottery ticket where you win the second prize of like $200,000. There you go. Then go to a casino. Double it. There you go. Lottery is risky. No, it is not. Worst case scenario, if it is changed by your number, is you spent $1 on a lottery ticket and learned that it will change and you don't do it again. Oh no, I won at stocks. Exactly, exactly. Stocks would still get you investigated, but you can just research the companies. You look into the future, you see which companies will do well, then you research those companies and similar companies, then you invest, and then when people look at it, oh, they looked into this, they saw something we didn't, and invested. Lottery's a way for government to catch time travelers. Do it exactly once. You'll become famous and everything you think of becomes true. But literally everything you think of becomes true. No. No. Oh, hey, I just thought of spider boners. Wow, now people's dicks turn into spiders when they get erect. That's a thing now. Fuck no. If this was everything you said comes true, maybe. But thoughts? Intrusive thoughts are a thing for a reason. That is a nightmare scenario. You have an item of your choice that is completely indestructible. You can summon it or whisk it away whenever you please, but the item is sentient and can talk to you telepathically, and it's extremely annoying. No. I don't want this. There's no downside, but there's no upside either. Exactly, you can summon Paimon. I put it away forever. Okay, well, what item are you gonna pick? You're gonna pick a spatula, a sentient dildo. I would say go to Kick Chat, but I'm not streaming to Kick today. Hey, listen! Exactly. Either way, no. I understand why people press yes, but just no. I am losing my mind. I am losing my mind. What are these questions? I don't... Your teeth stay white forever, but sweets taste like vitamins. No! That's fine. Okay! Finally! An actual question! Just play Would You Rather? Okay, after this, let's go to Would You Rather. I feel like this is the best one we're going to get for a long, long time. So after this, we'll go to Would You Rather. So, would you like to gain infinite knowledge in one subject you pick, but you lose knowledge in something random? I would say yes. Infinite knowledge in physics for all your maths to appear, then you just don't understand how to calculate maths, but still know the numbers that represent them. I would say probably yes, because statistically, this is going to be something you don't care about in exchange for something you do. So I'd say yes. Now, let's just make sure how stupid the next one is. Okay, how about we move on to Would You Rather? Why don't we move on to Would You Rather, where you're given 2 questions and you get to pick one of them. Okay, let me change my filters. let me change these bad boys. There we go. Okay. Oh no, let's which one's better? Wow, all of these suck. Okay, let me just real quick change the crop. Oh yeah, sorry, let me fix this real quick. And 100, and then let's do that 0 and 0. Now I just make this like 170. There we go. Actually, no, let's get rid of a bit more at the bottom because I don't like them self-advertising. That's cringe. So let's do it like 300. There we go. Okay, now let's get to different questions. I have been worn down, Onyx. Would you rather date someone who's attractive but dumb or smart but unattractive? I would say red. I would say red. Because being smart, like, can be a benefit, but can also be a negative. What if you end up with, like, a Reddit smartass who looks terrible? These buttons hurt my head. I want to wake up with the banner going live on the Hobbat now. No worries, Chester. Thanks for coming and best of luck, man. Lovely to have you. Wow, okay. People value intelligence. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Would you rather have a high salary in a job you hate or a low salary in a job you love? High salary in a job I hate. Yeah, exactly. They said unattractive, not ugly. Yeah, but still. Depends on how high. Okay, yeah. Let's say you earn let's say $300,000 a year. You're in the top 1% of earners. This is pre-taxes, though. But you hate the job. Or you earn exactly minimum wage. And you love your job. I'd take the shit job. I personally am of the line of Fracta where I'd rather work a job. Like, assuming you can't get fired. I would work until I want to quit. I mean, technically, in a way, I already have these. I have both. I have streaming. And then I have my job. And I do my job so that I can stream and afford to waste money on stupid shit. So I would say high salary. Take the job you love, use the money to invest or start business to get more. Sir! You are living on poverty let's say you're living on poverty wages and love your job, or get shit tons of money and hate your job. It's not take a job you love and invest it. I worked a job I hate for money, it's soul crushing. Yeah, but like you can do it for 1 year and then retire. Welcome in Avarisk! Red sounds like pain. Yeah, that's fine. I guess, like, let's say hypothetically you're not allowed to retire early. I would say blue. I would absolutely say blue. In that situation, work a job you love. I'd rather be a streamer. But if you could retire early, just work a job you hate for like 5 years and then you're set. Be able to live 100 years in the past or 100 years in the future. First off, neither, but I feel like the future is the better option. I can see how One Piece ends. Interesting, interesting. You'll die in the past? Most likely, yeah. You waste the extra money trying to fill the hole in your soul? Yeah, I already do that. Would you like to live after World War I ended? Yeah, just a reminder for people, if you choose the red, you're going back to just after the end of World War I. Like, right after. Future is a gamble, past is just bad. Yeah, exactly. Future has a potential to be good. Past, you're gonna get conscripted and die in World War II or the smallpox. Absolutely 100 years. Absolutely. Like, but for all you know, the world ends in 100 years, and that's miserable. Take a life to save a life, or let both... Oh, wow, these are... Onyx, you had a really good suggestion. These are much more interesting. I'm not gonna lie. These are legitimate thinkers. Final... Oh, what the shit was that? There we go. These are, like, something, at least. Would you rather kill one to save a life, or let both lives be lost? I'm a nihilist. But, okay, look. Let's say you're not gonna get charged with murder. Because realistically, the answer is blue. Because if you killed someone, you would be arrested. Yeah, a lot of people did not think that quite far enough ahead. Have your future determined by your parents or a random stranger. These are nightmares. I feel like parents is slightly less bad. Slightly. A stranger could just easily fuck you over. Asian simulator? Yeah, pretty much. This depends on your parents. Look. Most people, red is better. Stranger, it would be funny. Sir, just ask ChatGPT, what should I do with my life? Both of these are bads? I agree. I agree, both of these are bad, but I'd rather it be my parents. A stranger, they're just gonna fuck with you. 5 in a row? Bro, I'm not trying to guess what people selected, I'm answering. Would you rather be poor but help people, or become incredibly rich by hurting people? I mean... It doesn't say that you can't then additionally help people. My parents want what's best for me? Exactly. A stranger doesn't give a shit. I'd rather be incredibly fucking rich. Yeah, like... You can also just do good as well. This, you're kind of fucked and struggling to help people. This, other people are kind of fucked and you can help other people as well. Poor but help people, their smiles are all I need. Yeah, but like, what are we defining as poor? Let's like say you earn $10,000 a year and that's it. What kind of hurting? I mean, I feel like a lot of people have already pressed blue. And I would be one of them. BDSM? Yeah, exactly. I would go red. Yeah, I get that. I just personally wouldn't. I'd definitely be rich, cancelling out wrongdoings. Exactly. You can do good with the money. That's my opinion of it as well. Get an electric shock whenever you touch someone or get itchy as soon as someone talks to you. Oh, red free. That would be miserable. Was that the red mist? Holy shit! Okay, an actual question! Oh, ignore my voice crack. After all of the bullshit of the last one, would you rather breathe underwater but you can never leave the water again? Welcome in, PP Hermie! Lovely to have you. It used to be believable, for real, for real. Yeah, I would say be able to fly. I feel like there's already a hard limit on how deep into the water people can go. Blue trivializes Subnautica. Yeah, but in real life, you would die if you went that deep that quickly, or, like, at all below the 300-meter mark, pretty much. Welcome in, Jack! Lovely to have you. Either way, I feel like flying is more useful. I hate the sea. Yeah, exactly. This is like sharks. When are you gonna benefit from breathing underwater? It would be a crazy stream. It would be Subnautica IRL. Okay. Only listen to music you hate or only watch movies you hate? I would say movies. I feel like I listen to music much more than I watch movies. Like, this is more beneficial in my opinion. I don't watch movies. Yeah, even if you're a massive movie fanatic, you probably listen to music more. You can also still watch TV shows. There are more planes in the water than subs in the air? No, that's actually government propaganda. Ooh. Oh! Oh, wait, no. Why am I saying like this is a... No, obviously lose your sense of taste. Losing your sense of touch? Bro, no. No, you are actually crazy. No, you are crazy if you think lose your sense of touch. That is living hell. You would not be able to tell where your hands are. You would not be able to feel pain or pleasure. Losing sense of taste is hell. Touch is worse. Touch is like, okay, you know how you can feel where your limbs are? That is your sense of touch. You know how you can interact with TVs and phones? Subconsciously? That is your sense of touch. Taste free. That is life ruining. I'm fine dying as long as I can eat chocolate. Fair enough, I suppose. Be able to detect lies or always be able to lie? Ooh. Oh, okay. This is an actual interesting one. This is. Both of these are good. I could eat mid-food and still complain? Yeah, exactly. It'd be a bit miserable, but it'd be beneficial. This is hard? This would be hard. Blue, I'd be able to become such a good lawyer. Exactly. Tell the perfect lie. I think being able to lie at any stage in a way that's believable, you could do a lot of bad shit that makes you a lot of money. Hell, you could make a crypto coin and rug pull people. Red would frustrate me because I can't prove it. Exactly. But, like, being able to know if people are lying, that would also be fun. But, like, let's also say, hypothetically, you sit down, you watch the news, and a public official comes on and says, hey, there will not be World War III this year. And you know they're lying. You wouldn't want to know that, would you? You'd be a better spy, South. I'm not a spy. If I was choosing for my work, I would want to choose red. Don't ask questions, but if it was for work reasons, red would make me drastically better at my job. But no, personally I think blue. Red has become Doake and blue becomes Saul Goodman. I don't know Doake, I know Saul Goodman though. Yeah, I just feel like for most people red is not good. No, it's not taxes. Tell your younger self one thing or ask your future self one question. Oh, ask your future self 3. You're gonna literally break a bone and not notice? Exactly, that'd be miserable. No, what? You guys are crazy! Ask how One Piece ends. Bro, no! All you do is you say, hey, look, I want to make money in the short term. Can you look up and tell me a few stocks that are about to increase in value? Tell my younger self to bet everything into Bitcoin. Your younger self would be a dumbass and your younger self wouldn't know when to pull it out. I have personal reasons why I want red. Yeah, if you have any kind of personal tragedy that you could avoid, obviously red. But for me personally, I have mostly been fine. I feel like blue is the better option. Red, I'm gonna say your life will be fucked. What's to just make your own life worse by gaslighting yourself? I don't even have to pull out from Bitcoin, you can just leave it. Yeah, but still. Let's say you say put everything into Bitcoin. They enter when it's $1. It doubles to it increases to $4. They go, holy shit, and then they sell. Okay, you've made like $10,000. Whoop-de-doo. Sleep with your celebrity crush or get your dream job. Dream job. Bro, who cares? You get to have sex with one person you find attractive. Or 40 hours of your life every week until you retire is drastically better. That's easy. Also, what if your dream job is having sex with celebrities you find attractive? If you cared that much. Oh, okay. Okay, wait, no, this is, what does it mean by outdoors? Could you have a tent? Because not being able to go outdoors would ruin your life. Red would actually ruin your life. I think blue might be the better option if you're allowed a tent. Like, both of these suck, just to clarify. You might think red is good. No, red is miserable. Even if you're a Hikimori, it still sucks. You can never get fresh air again. Blue's miserable during winter? Yeah, but red's miserable always. A house without doors is outdoors. True. Just remove the door off of your house. I don't know, you can't move at all. I mean, yeah, because you wouldn't be able to leave your house. Leaving your house would take you outdoors. You're stuck where you are now forever. You have to get all of your food delivered for the rest of time. You can't go to the grocery store. You can't go out and meet people. That is hell on earth. Indoors, you stuck as a shut-in? Exactly. My job requires blue. I personally think blue. I think both of these would suck, but blue. Ooh. Interesting. I mean, this doesn't really matter, this one. I'd rather not die of allergies. Yeah, that's fair, but I feel like being indoors all the time. Like, hypochondria. People who can't leave their house. It already exists, and it's miserable. And I hope they cure it someday. Yeah, I feel like blue's better here. Giving it to people who need it. You can save lives, or you can just be a cadaver who's researched. I'd say blue. Yeah, exactly. There's nothing super special about your body. Most of my organs are fucked. Yeah, fair enough. Oh shit. Okay, so, just to clarify for people. Anyone who thinks blue is the correct choice... Oh, no, sorry, not hypochondria. You know what I'm talking about. Anyone who thinks blue is the correct choice, you are mistaken. Both of these are bad. Living in a dystopia is better than living in anarchy. In anarchy, there's no clean running water, or food, or electricity, and people will stab you. There are no laws. There's fucking nothing. A lot of people think this would be good, but no, it would be really not. Like, both of these suck, but red is slightly less bad. Slightly. That is what I expected people to vote. Oh shit, not able to sit or not able to... Oh. Okay, no, not able to sit. You can still lie down. Both... Wow, yeah, these suck. No. No stand? Bro, you... No, I like moving too much. I value moving way too much. Realistically, yes, not being able to sit would suck, but moving is so valuable. Welcome in, Jintako. I'll just be in a wheelchair? Yeah, look, I understand people live in a wheelchair, but I wouldn't want to. That sounds miserable. I like moving. I like being able to walk around. You can still lie down. It's just... Like, this is still an inconvenience, but less so than blue. Big love from the Philippines. Welcome in, Reggie! Lovely to have you. Apologies, I don't know what WSP means. Glad to have people from the Philippines, though. I'm always really shocked by how international my audience is. See ghosts everywhere or be haunted. Be schizophrenic or be schizophrenic, but you're also literally haunted. Red, at least some of them will be not. Yeah, look, with red, you can at least say, I'm hallucinating and ignore it. Welcome in, Ducking! Lovely to have you. Both of these suck. Both of these absolutely suck. You do not want either. Be unattractive and have an attractive partner. Or be attractive and have an unattractive partner. Yeah, red. Absolutely red. Absolutely red. No, sucks to suck. Red gets you dumped. No, let's say that you'll be in a happy relationship. And if you ever leave that relationship, you can find another relationship with an attractive partner. Let's say that. Let's say that. I would say red. Is this girl avatar just for attention? Not quite. Not quite. I like female character design and legally speaking cannot show my face. So I would not have been a streamer if I had to show my face. But I prefer female character design. So I made a character I like. I understand if it's not your cup of tea, and thanks for checking me out either way. Okay. Would you rather participate in a dating show or a survival show? Absolutely dating show. Survival shows, that can have health conditions. Like, you can die. People have died on a survival show. Your laugh is like a motor, hopefully in a good way. Like, just to clarify for people. People fairly regularly die on a survival show. So, like, you're risking your life. I would rather... People have died in dating shows. Yeah, statistically, I feel like there's much fewer of them. I think a dating show. Legally can't show the face. It sounds like you're a spy. I'm not a spy. I have never directly worked for intelligence. Ignore the 3 different caveats I had to add to that. You know nothing. What's for the unethical amount of characters in the bottom of the screen? Oh, I have a thing that gives a chibi character to everyone who types, and then it just moves around. They're characters from a mobile game called Arknights, which is the main game I play. Dating show's kind of weird, I agree, but still. Not directly work? Yeah. Oh, shit! Oh! Would you rather be put in max security prison with criminals who committed murder for 1 year? Or 10 years with people who did minor crimes? Oh yeah, if you want to find yourself, hang on, let me make it easier for you. Let me just real quick. Let me temporarily make this larger. Everybody find yourself. Everybody find yourself. Let's see if I can find Reggie. Reggie, you are click. You are moving to the left of the screen right now. You have a yellow cap on, and you're doing a dramatic march. I do not move at all. Mio, you probably set yourself to not move, and as a result, you don't move. You probably did so accidentally. Red, you're stuck with a murderer. Max security prisons, you're likely to be safe. I personally think I would take... this is difficult. YouTube chat got banned from entry. No, it just doesn't work with YouTube. It's not even a case of I can choose one or the other. I can choose Twitch or neither. It doesn't work with YouTube, unfortunately. Max security prisons are not safe? Yeah. It's just like, do you risk your life to save 9 years, basically? No, because, like, security's not that tight, Wooly. A lot of people think security and max security's tight. It's tight in the sense of you can't get out. Not so much as stopping prisoners from beating each other up. I think I'd take blue. Oh, there's a new data mine? Is that all of the dates? Because if so, I have seen that. But if not, please do send it. In for a penny, in for a pound, I get to murder all the pedophiles. So banned from entry by the developers, not me. Oh, okay. Find true love or win the lottery. Now, the funny thing about this is you could win the lottery and it's one of those days where the prize pool is $1 billion. Or you could win the lottery and it's one of those days where it's $1 million and 6 people won, so you each get like 100,000. Already did red, so won the lottery. That's such a wholesome answer, Fractor. Win the lottery, I need a new PC. Personally, I think win the lottery. This is likely to happen. This is unlikely to happen. So if you win the lottery, if anything, finding true love would become slightly easier. Grace me with the power of Originium Slug and my life is yours. No, I'm not enabling your ability to modify your chibis. What the fuck is this? Is there a skip button? No, I can copy the link. Refresh the page. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Oh, great. Wait, no, that's so hype. That's so hype. Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. So whichever way you vote, you voted for both of them. I want to vote for... Do you want to vote for Donald Trump, who is also Kamala Harris, or Kamala Harris, who is also Donald Trump? Let's vote for Trump, because the idea of Trump stealing Kamala... Like, let's imagine, it's 2028. Donald Trump can't run again because he's had 2 terms. He decides to run again and just pretends to be Kamala Harris. That is hilarious. Like, let's just say... 3 years from now, he enters as a Democrat and says, I am Kamala Harris, elect me. Wow, so many people agree with me. Ooh. Schrodinger's vote. It is so funny that it ended up just being, hey, here's both of them. Not drive a car or not wear shoes. I say blue. You can use public transport, but not having shoes would really suck. I don't have a license. Yeah, look, I do drive a lot, but I feel like this is easier to mitigate. This would suck because I get motion sickness unless I'm driving, but still. And not wearing shoes would be miserable. Who are we to question Donald Harris? Yeah, like, he runs as Donaldo Trumpo, and he just puts on a sombrero and a fucking fake mustache and pretends to be Mexican. I don't even have a car. Yeah, but look, motorcycles are risky. Remember, brothers, eat right to keep your dick tight. What does that even mean, Rex? I really need red, so I'm going red. Fair enough. Yeah, I would say red. Because being 100% confident you're with the right person, that's... Chances are if you feel like you're not with the right person, there's a reason for that. There's a problem that needs working on, whether that's you or them. Or you're just not compatible. Like... Because realistically, if you're with a person you're happy with, you're going to be happy with them anyway. Actually, being confident in who you are also has downsides. Look, I would rather be self-confident than because this basically just makes you absolutely infatuated forever with whoever you next date. And then you will be, like, crushed if it ever doesn't work well. So I personally think that's a better one. Be reborn as an Enerobacterium, or don't be. I mean, don't be, I guess. Whatever the fuck that is. Well, it started off strong. Okay. Spend 48 hours locked up with a porn star, or spend 48 hours locked up with a Game Boy. I mean, no. First off, just because they're a porn star doesn't mean they'll have sex with you. Second off, the Game Boy's gonna run out of battery. So in one of them, you have human company, where you can just talk to someone. I would choose red just for conversation. A Game Boy is not gonna last 48 hours. It's gonna last like 6. Also, there's no guarantee it's even the opposite gender. Plus, that's their job. They're not fucking super horny nymphomaniacs. That's their job. You just have someone to talk to. Versus having 4 hours of fun and then staring at the void. But everyone goes, oh, I'm not a pervert. I'm going to choose the Game Boy. I'd spend time with the porn star. Would like to hear. Yeah, just ask him about their job. Hey, what's it like in your industry? Obviously, I just know things from the outside, which is biased. Yeah, with infinite batteries, obviously the Game Boy. I could keep myself entertained for 48 hours. You always have to listen to the same song or never listen to music again. Well... I mean, red. Blue, the song will drive me insane. No, like, you can just not listen to music. Actually, wait, yeah, no, I guess, like, if this replaces everything that ever plays with the same song versus replaces it with nothing, this would be funny because you could see people dancing and there'd be no music. I could use 42 hours without human contact working retail for 9.5 hours a day. After about the 24-hour mark, you'd start going a little bit insane. Constantly struggle in life but be free, or never have struggles but be a prisoner. Have a really easy life in jail, or live normally. Red. I don't want to be imprisoned. All of my hobbies would not exist. Yeah, that one's nice and free. Oh, okay, now this one's interesting. World peace, or you win 150 million, let's say, US dollars. Translated into your local currency. Red, I'm selfish. I'm blue all the way. Yeah, I'm on Team Fractor. There's no such thing as world peace without loss of agency. I'm Team Blue. Absolutely. I'd do it for 15 bucks. Oh, shit. Okay, now this is a thinker. This is an actual thinker. You want to get lost in the desert or lost in the jungle? I think you've got to choose jungle. Like, jungle would still suck. I'd die faster. No, I feel like... Yeah, actually, yeah, desert, you're basically guaranteed to die in the first week. Jungle, you will either be fine or die immediately. I feel like it's got to be jungle. Malaria or dehydration? You're not guaranteed malaria in the jungle. You're guaranteed dehydration in the desert. Jungle's the highest chance to survive? Exactly. You could survive a jungle, you're kind of fucked in the desert. Because, like, there's a lot of memes about drinking water from a cactus. No, that's poisonous. You can't do that. Okay, I can't relate. I've never been drunk. Would you rather be the kind of drunk who cries the entire night, or the kind of drunk who starts stupid arguments with strangers? I would say red. If you start an argument with a drunk guy, he might just punch you. I'll drink water from the oasis over there. Oh, wait. Oasis Mirage. Welcome in, Monster! Lovely to have you. I'm Red IRL. Yeah, a lot of people are already like that. Blue leads to death occasionally? Exactly. Oh, shit. Okay. This one's hard. Have a big mouth and say everything you're thinking. Nightmare scenario. Be unable to speak. Slightly less bad nightmare scenario. I feel like blue isn't as bad because, like, yes, not talking would suck, but you can... There are workarounds. There is text-to-speech. But being unable to stop yourself from saying your thoughts is kind of miserable. I'd say blue. JP server and AK already down. Ooh, Eku soon. Okay. Let's go. Let's elaborate on this. Brad Pitt's face. Let's say instead of literally Brad Pitt's face, you're as attractive as Brad Pitt or as smart as Einstein. Those are your options. That's about to reveal his fireworks secrets? No. Brad Pitt's face would take you further? Possibly, but what if it's it doesn't change your body, just your face. So you've got a pretty face, but you're not necessarily... Also, if you're female, obviously you have to choose blue, pretty much. I personally think being blue. There are downsides to being smart, but there's also a lot of upsides. Definitely a lot of upsides. Einstein easily, I don't care much about appearance. Also, yeah, like Brad Pitt's face. Brad Pitt is attractive because his body is attractive as well. It's not just his face. Oh, shit. Okay. By computer, do we include mobile phones? Because those are computers. Every electronic you have now is a computer. By definition. So this is not be able to watch a video or never play a computer game. I would actually say video. I like games. I watch videos more. Ah, shit, this is hard. No, I would say blue. I'd say blue. I watch videos more, but I like computer games are more value, even though I do it less. No more YouTube, Twitch, or no more video games. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I like videos, but I prefer computer games. Red I can live without. Farewell South 07. Is live stream a video? Yes, it is live streaming a video. Oh shit. Oh, red. Assuming it's legal. This is free. Oh, make 200k a month selling weapons or make minimum wage doing something you love. Bro, you do the 200k USD, Mio. Let's 200k USD. Never legal, that's where you're wrong. What if you're selling weapons to your government? What if you are just a factory that makes weapons for your army? Assuming it's legal, this is crazy. You work for like 2 years and then you retire. Absolutely free. Absolutely free. Yeah, no. Also, like, what if you love selling weapons? Be the first to die from your friends or last to die from your friends? Last. Easy. Rip bozos. I will outlive you. I can see why people would choose red, but I'm personally blue. Ooh. Never be able to watch TV or get your ass busted by a bouncer. You spend 2 days in the hospital or recover. Do we count YouTube videos as TV? To be fair. Like, do we count watching an anime as TV? That's not TV. Yeah, like, that's what I mean. Like, would you count watching a DVD that contains an entire series of a TV show? Would that count as TV? Make more friends, never die? Yeah, immortality hack. YouTube is not TV. Yeah, but what about, like, anime? I think anime would count. I don't think YouTube would. I guess red. I don't want to get fucked up by a bouncer and hospitalized. Wow, Fractor, you were the normal one, apparently. Oh, God! Have elephant tusks or a giraffe's neck? I guess the tusks are less life-ruining, because you can have the tusks removed. At least mostly. Both of these suck, but the tusks are less bad, so I guess that. See no more colors or have tinnitus. Okay, so as a reminder for anyone new, I am colorblind and have tinnitus. So, wow, what a... Man, what a decision. That's crazy. I mean, I guess I'd rather be, like, it depends how severe tinnitus are we talking about. Will choosing red remove my tinnitus? Exactly. I would say see the world in monochrome. Like, yes, that'd be sad, but you can also, like, find workarounds. Tinnitus can be very miserable. That doesn't just mean blind. No, no, no. Like, let's just assume you mean monochrome. Either a famous inventor or a famous writer. Famous inventor, free. Red makes me think of that anime where the one character erased all colors. Yeah. Writer, inventor? Nah, like, writer. I'm personally team inventor all the way. I want to make a new WMD. Fracta wants to be the nuclear physicians too. I personally think inventor. I've been a relatively famous writer. At least minor fame. It's not all what it is. Get married only once at 20 or never get married. I mean, never get married doesn't stop you from dating. It just means you can say to someone, hey, I'm personally against the marriage system. I'm fine with committing my life to you, but I'll never get literally married. Who would remember a writer in 100 years? You ever read the Odyssey? There are some. You ever heard of Don Quixote? That's from like 600 years ago. Yeah, look, I'd personally say blue, because that doesn't stop you from dating. It just means you can't get married. In my opinion, blue is the better choice. Have your teeth permanently stuck together by hard candy. Never taste sweetness! Are you insane? 20% of people said red. Sleep 3 hours or 14 hours. Okay, shit. This does not say forever. This is tonight. I would say blue. I'd say blue. Like, if this is you pick which one you do tonight, oh no, I'm late to work and well rested, versus I have a bad insomnia. Blue. 3 hours for a single night? Yeah, I assume it's for a single night. I already do the 3. I do as well. That's why I'd love to experience 14. Wash your dishes using your tongue or wash your pets by using your tongue. Oh, I'm fucking skipping this. Both of these are gross. Oh, God. Let's go to a random new undefined one. There we go. That's better. Oh, what's up, South? I'm in Japan, so not going to stay for long, but love to support you. Thanks for coming by, Adelon. Have such a fun time in Japan, man. That's awesome. Check out the gardens if you're in Tokyo. The Tokyo National Gardens are so lovely. I hope you have a blast. Okay. Receive a gift you hate every year, or never receive a gift, but always give the perfect one. Receive a gift you hate. That's just a free thing. You can just sell it. Blue are fun. No, you can already give perfect gifts if you put in effort. Have cotton candy as your only source of sugar. Or never taste cotton candy again. Blue. I don't eat cotton candy. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I don't even like cotton candy? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Oh, shit! Okay, this one's interesting. Travel to the past. Wait, can you come back? Can I press South Space? What do you mean by that, Suki? This one, I mean... I guess red? Like, both of these kind of suck. Welcome in, Suki! How's your day going? And welcome in, Gigi. I know you've been here a while. I just realized I never said hi to you. I guess go to the... No, I wouldn't want to know my fate. I'd be paranoid about that. I guess red. Not, no, you're not the Flash, like time travel. Yeah. So it's just one way. I had the worst luck in Limbus. Did you have to go to 600? That's miserable. Give up pastries forever or only eat pastries. Bro, give up pastries. But... Mio, you're insane. Mio, you are insane. I got 2 characters, one sharded for lore, then got them both as a dupe. That is unfortunate. No, obviously give up pastries. I love bread. Yes, so do I. Have absolute freedom with no security, or complete security with no freedom. Actually, no, this one is interesting. Both of these options do suck, but they kind of suck equally. Be a prisoner, but guaranteed safety. Or nothing to keep you safe, but you can do anything. I guess red, but both of these suck. Just to clarify, both of these are nightmares, but I think red. Red beginner? Yeah. I watched a bunch of pulled videos. I'm prepared to be scammed. Let's go. Blue free. Climb the highest peak in the world with no gear. 99% chance of death. Or live at the base of a mountain, but not be allowed to climb it. This is almost totalitarianism versus anarchy. Yeah, but no freedom at all means you functionally have no free will. Like, complete lack of free will, that's too far. That's too far. It's not just totalitarianism. It's like, you can't even really think what you want. You can't do anything you want. So you can't decide anything. Yeah, no, this is just blue. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Die or live near a mountain. Would you rather die or live in a mountain? Exactly. Okay. Would you rather live in a gingerbread house that attracts critters or never eat gingerbread? That is insanely free. What is that question? Have unlimited access to the world's finest cocoa but never taste chocolate. Or enjoy chocolate but never experience cocoa. Chocolate is made from cocoa! This is the would you like unlimited bacon but no video games, or unlimited games but no video games. You have to take red. Chocolate contains cocoa. Don't you mean pork? No, bacon. Sweet. Become Tarzan, or live in the... I am going insane. I am going insane. Well, I would rather be mute and live in a society than to be stuck in a jungle with monkeys and die. I guess. So I guess that is an option. Have absolute freedom of speech but no privacy, or complete privacy but restricted speech. I guess it depends how restricted. If we're talking like, you can't insult anyone publicly, like that at worst, that's not so bad. Complete privacy, I'd say free, oh no, I like my privacy. This one is hard. This one is difficult. I think actually blue. I do actually think blue. Because it's not like completely restricted speech. It's partially restricted speech. Versus absolutely zero privacy and everyone knows everything about you. Like, freedom of speech is nice, but no privacy is also a loss of freedom. I think blue. Isn't blue just being a strict... Blue is being a VTuber. You're so right. You're so right. Red, everyone can see your browser history. Oh, who cares? Ah! Fucking... Blue, I guess. Chocolate-covered broccoli was I mean, do you have to eat it? I guess blue. I like chocolate. That's unfortunate. Invent a groundbreaking technology but never receive credit, or be famous for a minor invention. Ah, shit. I mean, I actually think red. This is just, do you value progress more than fame? This one's an interesting question. It is a cool core. I think red. I don't particularly care about the fame. I would just be glad that something cool new exists, and I would know I did that. I don't get blamed for my NFWMC. Yeah, I mean, let's say you can choose a minor invention or a major groundbreaking invention of your choice. Fracta chooses nukes too, but this time they can't be shot down. I think red. I personally think red. Wow, really? That many people want to be famous? Bake cookies that taste amazing or look terrible, or cookies that look perfect but taste awful. Okay, receive credit, doesn't that mean you'll not get any money? It's basically you can invent one thing. I personally think red, but like, are we talking terrible as in it looks like a bad cookie but tastes good? Or are we talking terrible as in it looks like literal trash? I'm assuming it means just it looks like a not tasty cookie. So I would go red. Absolutely red. Yeah, that one was free. Sing carols door-to-door in a blizzard. Or listen to off-key carols outside your window all night. Let's say, hypothetically, this is for one day. Obviously, it's blue. Actually, no matter the situation, it's blue. If it's for one day in red, you might die. If it's always in red, you guaranteed die. So it's blue. Put on sound-reducing headphones, have a good night's sleep. Only read short stories for the rest of your life or never read a short story again. Never read a short story. Absolutely. Like, assuming this makes you illiterate outside of this. Absolutely blue. That's free. Eat only date nut bread for the rest of your life or never taste. It's gonna be hard, but I'm giving up bread. I hate to do it. I feel like Mio, even you. Yeah, I feel like even bread enjoyers are giving up bread here. What's the point if it sucks? Air your deepest grievances publicly or participate in a physical challenge against your toughest rival every year. So, be a streamer and rant about your life. Hey, so who wants to hear about my job? Who wants to hear my deepest grievances? Because I would like to avoid blue. Obviously red. I crave violence, so blue. Yeah, of course you would choose that. Look, despite me being a sadomasochist, I'm gonna go with red. Because it also doesn't say what medium. Spy story time? Yeah, so one time I was, like, infiltrating Dresden during the end of World War II when Germany was divided in two. And I said, hey, that guy looks like a spy. You should execute him to the local Gestapo. And then they did. That shit was really funny. He was actually just some random dude. I thought it was hilarious. Receive a gift you hate from a loved one, or give a gift you know they'll hate but pretend to love. Receive a gift you hate. I've already done that. It's fine. I don't care. It's at least a thing I can throw out. I don't care. Spy telling my spy work. Yeah, look, so way back when, when Odysseus was around, I was actually, like, one of the guys who verified that the horse was safe. I knocked on the horse, I found this entry passage around its ass. Don't ask why I was looking at the wooden horse's ass. But then I saw the dudes inside, and they said, hey man, come on, trust us, it'll be chill. I gave him a thumbs up and said, yeah, this'll be funny. And then I let him into the city, and I said, it's all clear here. So easy for you? Yeah, that's my greatest grievance. And then, like, dude, I didn't even get jotted down in the Odyssey. What the hell's that? I was there, man! I was like a critical character, and they just glossed over me! They didn't even name me! Come on! Come on! I was, like, I helped build the damn thing! You never get any credit these days. Are we playing Kahoot? Sort of. Welcome, an angel! Welcome back. We're playing one where you have two different choices rather than yes or no. Red one all the way. Absolutely red there, because you can just throw it out. Who cares? This is the same question. Is there an Arknights press the button? I don't think so. But I am planning or considering making one in the Discord where people can just ask themselves. I think that'd be a really fun thing. Maybe, rather than a dedicated channel, we could also just, like, do it in off-topic and just discuss it. And then if people enjoy discussing that and giving each other hypotheticals, I can do a stream of them. I personally think red. I've already had this happen. It's fine. Make one and invite content... Actually, wait, that's so hype. I could invite other content creators. And then I can just be the straight man and act like they're entirely reasonable. Okay. Chat submits, would you rather invite other people to troll them? You are so fucking smart. Hey Marshu, entirely unrelated. Hey man, look, I've been thinking. We should really do a collab stream one of these days, right? We should do collabs. I got this great idea. You gotta trust the process and gain temporary amnesia. Blue so evil. Actually, yeah, no, wait, this is... Spend your holidays alone with everything you want. Or with loved ones, but don't get a gift. Red. Obviously. You can spend time with your family, not on holidays. Would you rather be Amia or Rosmontis? Personally speaking, I think Amia. Personally, I think Amia. Because Rosmontis, like, that would be kind of shitty. Not gonna lie, that would, like, Rosmontis, her life kind of sucks. Eat a fruitcake made of mystery ingredients or don't celebrate a holiday. The mystery ingredient could be like nail clippings. Being Amia is also kind of shitty, but not as shitty. Actually, I think Rosmontis. I feel like if I was Amia, I would fuck up and Rhodes Island would lose. If I was Rosmontis, my job is just killing people. So actually, yeah, never mind, Rosmontis. Okay, always win at card games, but have no friends. Or always lose at card games, but be the life of the party. Just don't play card games except for as fun. People enjoy being around you, but you lose at card games. Oh no! The reason Enfield exists is because I fuck up as Amia. That would be funny. Have the power to stop time but age twice as fast, or never be aged but be stuck in a single moment forever. Red. Like, even if you weren't immortal, you'd be unable to kill yourself because you wouldn't die. Red. Like, this is bad, but the other is horrible. Give up bacon forever, not that big of a deal, for world peace. This doesn't say infinite world peace. This just means temporary world peace. So this isn't like mind control. Or you have as much bacon as you want, but you cause global chaos. It is not that it happens. You are responsible for it. I would say red. I like bacon. That's fine. Also, welcome in, Sloth. Lovely to have you. Blue, don't care about bacon, but I think he'd be funny. That's kind of based. I'm gonna head out. No worries, Rex. Thanks for coming. Spend New Year's Eve alone at home with your favorite snacks and shows. Or go to a packed party with people you barely know. Spend it alone. You fucking kidding me? Why would you want to go to a party filled with a bunch of people you don't know? That's easy. Incredibly easy. Blue feels lonely. Exactly. Being in a crowd feels lonelier. Be immortal or have like 9 lives. Depends if you could kill yourself. Like, because most forms of immortality, you can still die. It's just you don't age. So I would actually say, in this case, assuming like you're immune from cancer and what have you, I would say red. Because this doesn't say perfect undying immortality. I would just assume this is... You are locked in time as you are now. You can lose weight, gain weight, lose fitness, gain fitness. You can die, all of that shit. But you won't get, like, cancer caused by aging, and you just don't age. Red if it prevents... Let's just treat it as immortality as in prevents you from aging or getting sick, but once you die, you die. Or, when you die, you spawn again, and you're basically guaranteed effectively 9 centuries unless you get unlucky. Die in front of your friend, then jump scare them. You would take 9 lives to use it as a party trick. Why? Hey, check this shit out! Yeah, look, I would personally say immortal. I'm not living forever with chronic illness. Yeah, with the assumption that this means without, like, developing chronic illness, and you're functionally as you are now, though you can still lose and gain fitness and weight, I would say immortality. Chat, what if Calzi was never immortal? She just had 9 lives. I mean, we're only up to 3, so we don't know. Change your religion or change your political party. I don't care. Either way. I feel like most people would choose change your political party. But a lot of modern people, their political party is basically their religion. I don't fucking know. I clicked randomly. Okay, political party. Always be overdressed or underdressed? Overdressed. Overdressed free. Bro, dress like a fucking 17th century butler, the whole 9 yards. Absolutely red. Crazy easy. Crazy easy. This too is not relevant? Absolutely. I'd rather be overdressed for real, for real. Have everyone know your darkest secret, or have everyone believe a false, embarrassing rumor about you. I actually feel like blue is the better choice here. Because one of these is at least wrong. Like, you'd never be able to convince them, but at least you internally know it's wrong, rather than you knowing everyone knows your worst thing. Would you rather have butler cowl or maid cowl? That's not how would you rather work. No, that is how it works. I would rather have butler... actually, maid cowl's very pretty, to be fair. Fight a bear with a butter knife or a wolf with your bare hands. JP server will open tomorrow at the 15th at 4 a.m. Ooh, well, I mean, I'm not pulling for like 24 hours either way. Yeah, this is red, by the way. And no, that's good to know, Monster. Best of luck in JP to you. But no, this is absolutely blue. Red gives me a chance. No, it doesn't, Amberisk. You are more likely to kill a wolf with your bare hands than you are to kill a bear with a butter knife. Bears are bulletproof. Choose blue. Okay, freeze to death or burn to death? Oh shit, both of those suck. I think burn to death is slightly less bad because it would be faster. For the first time, JP's behind Omega lol. Freeze, I think? I don't know. Freezing, like, at least burning it would be quick. Like, freezing, you can freeze to death over the course of a week. Like, both of these suck. But, like, at least burning is faster. South can solo the entire wolf pack species? Yeah, in a fight, right? Get paid for reading books or watching TV? Bro, get paid for reading books. Oh, actually, wait. Either of those are good. I think reading books. Your skin fully burning is so painful. Yeah, but, like, at least it's over soon. Both of those would be agony. But at least one ends quickly. Like, if you're gonna die either way, at least one of them is faster. I think books. Does manga count? Yeah, manga is a book. That's written. Damn, really? I mean, if it was YouTube, then obviously watching. Oh, God. Oh, no. I refuse to answer this on principle. I don't want to think about this. No, I'm refreshing. No, I'm refreshing. Oh, wow. This is nice and easy. How much would you get paid anyway? Let's say your current salary. Red easy? Hell no. Hell no. Live without TikTok is easy. Live without TikTok is crazy easy. I already don't have TikTok. I use YouTube. Easy. Have to publicly share your search history or your camera roll. My search history. One of these doxes me, the other doesn't. That's very, very free. I would prefer not to dox myself, even if it might be slightly embarrassing. I mostly use NND or Bilibili. Oh yeah, that's actually fair. Yeah, look, if you're Chinese, of course, that's a different question. Because you have a functional replacement to YouTube. Save one person you love from a burning building or save 100 strangers. Sucks to suck. Obviously, I save my family member. Have an extremely high IQ but be socially awkward, or have incredible charisma but be kind of stupid. I feel like blue is the better choice here, right? Like, am I crazy? Blue is south? Oi! Hey! I'll have you know I'm Spot! Hey, why is everyone mean to me? IQ is objective? Nah, look, jokes aside, that's kind of cope. Look, there is a direct correlation between recorded IQ and your ability to do things. Here's a better way of putting it. The military will not hire you if you're below a certain IQ because you are just not worth the amount of money that it'll take to train you. There is absolutely a direct correlation. Like, there are exceptions, but for the majority of people, IQ is indicative of how well you do in life. In my opinion. Oh, you're calling me charismatic.
Oh, you guys think I have charisma? Oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Alrighty, I guess I'll press blue.
Blue is just content creators like Minecraft creators, for real, for real. I'm already awkward, at least I'd be smart. Fair. Okay. An attractive face or an imperfect body? Or a perfect body but an unattractive face? I would say imperfect body. Because, like, it doesn't say an unattractive body, just imperfect. Also, face matters more. You can change your body much more than you can change your face. South, do you know about the Pinky Guard? No, I do not. I'm dumb as shit, and yet my ASVAB scores are pretty decent. Yeah, but, like, you're not dumb in the sense of unable to do reasoning. IQ is basically a test of your ability to reason things. So, like, it's not a one-to-one, but it's decent. Being charismatic can fool people into thinking you're smart, though. Oh, absolutely. Personally, yeah. Imperfect body. Chad, finish this Kahoot already. I want to join. No, Angel, this is not live. This is a website. Chad is voting by typing in chat. This is not a poll of chat. This is a poll of everyone who's ever done this. You now have a face of an angel, but your hands are swapped with your feet. Fuck no. I would not want that. Change your personality or your looks. Oh, okay. Let's say this is a full-on character customizer. Absolutely your looks. Bye, South. I'm gonna go watch another friend also you, Stinky. Thanks for coming, Suki. How fun. It was lovely to have you. I would absolutely change my looks. I would look like South IRL. Hell yeah, brother. That's a good thought-provoking question. Yeah, because, like, you can make yourself better at things. You could give yourself a stronger drive, but I would personally choose artificial. Live without music or live without books? Without books. That's free. The internet has functionally replaced most of the need of books. Both of these suck, but music is more short-form entertainment. You can still read stories on the internet, and that is not a book. A lot of books are transcribed onto the internet, and then they're no longer books. Have 1 million followers on social media or $1 million? Bro, if you choose red, you're fucking stupid. I don't know what to tell you. Worst case, you could spend, like, $1,000, no, $100 and buy 1 million followers. You could get both. Have more time or more money? More time. Absolutely. Absolutely more time. Like, even if it was, like, I mean, I guess it depends. If it was, would you rather have 1 extra second of life or $10 million right now? Obviously, the more money. But, like, assuming it's roughly equal. Like, let's say you could extend your life by your current hourly rate. Like, or something like that. Like, you get an extra day or your hourly rate at work. I would take the extra day, no matter how you scaled it. You could rug pull your 1 million followers and earn a shit ton with crypto scams. You cannot force me to scam you with crypto. You could have done so much more if only you had the time. Exactly, you can make more money. Oh no, personally I think that. Live without fear or without pain? Without pain. Without fear, you'll get yourself killed. With pain, you still acknowledge something is bad for you. Like, both of these suck, but without pain. Living without fear means you'll be reckless and die. This one's easy. Easy blue. But both of those are nightmares, just to clarify. Would you rather have the ability to see everybody naked or the ability to read people's minds? As a mostly asexual, I guess blue. I guess blue. Though, if this worked on anime characters and fictional characters, I would take red. Just for funsies. That would be funny. But no, blue. You can already see plenty of naked people as much as you desire. Blue would be great for your work. No, it would not be, Fractor. No, it would not be. That is not how that works. I do not need to read minds for my work. Would you rather be alone for the rest of your life or surrounded by annoying people? Unironically annoying people. You would go insane. Assuming you can't make connections online. Both are horrible. Red is least horrible? No, absolutely not. Abso-fucking-lutely not. Humans are social creatures. The overwhelming majority of us will legitimately go insane with red. So personally blue, but both suck. What if you read the mind of the person who chose to see you naked? Then I guess you see your own naked body. Congratulate. Both of these kill you! Would you rather be mauled to death or be mauled to death? I die either way, so red it's faster. Exactly. Oh, people think they can survive that. That's crazy. Be fully dressed at a nudist beach or naked at a Venice beach. Be fully dressed at a nudist beach. One of these is a crime. Red is not a crime. It's slightly socially awkward. Blue gets you arrested. Choose red. You can already be naked at a Venice beach, should you want to. Be unable to say no or be unable to say yes. I would say unable to say... Oh, wait, shit. Both of those... This is life-ruining, man. This is legitimately life-ruining. I assume... I'm going good faith and assume this means, like, you cannot decline or you cannot accept. Not you cannot say the word no. I think being unable to say yes is less life-ruining. But both absolutely suck. Actually send a nude selfie to your parents or your significant other's parents. I feel like it'd be easier to explain if it was your parents. Let's be real. If it's your parents, you can just say, oh, I'm so sorry I sent this to the wrong person, please delete it. Like, I think that's... I don't do selfies either, but it's much easier. Okay. Let's do a few more. Let's do 3 more, and then we'll end that there. Go viral for something embarrassing or never go viral? Never go viral. I value my privacy. Oh, if we're talking streaming, like do something awkward on stream, never mind. Know how you die or when you die. I would say how. Knowing exactly when you die would give you like a paranoid fit. You'd have this constant impending doom. How you die you can at least mostly ignore. Like, I get the arguments for both. But personally, I think having a literal ticking clock... Blue gives you a timer? Exactly. I think that's a nightmare. But I have fairly severe thanatophobia, so... knowing when you die sounds like it'd turn your life into a countdown. Yeah, exactly. Like, that'd be kind of miserable. I'd prefer to know how. No, I'd prefer to know neither. Give up coffee for a month or so. Bro, I have not drunk coffee for like 2.5 years. Absolutely red. I don't like social media that much, but still, that's a non-question. Be allergic to chocolate or about... Allergic to chocolate! Obviously! There are other snacks you can enjoy. Red! No coffee, that'd be easy. Exactly. Take a stand against the most powerful political leader and face the consequences, or stay silent and protect yourself. As an individual, if you choose red here, you will accomplish nothing and die or be imprisoned. This is not like you start a political movement. This is you as an individual take a stand against someone much more powerful than you. Realistically, there is no reason to say blue. Red, rather. Like, you might think, oh, I'll make a change. No, you won't. This is you by yourself. This is not like... You start a political movement, but you're at risk. No, this is you individually. It is blue. Blue any day of the week. Save one endangered species from extinction, or have the... Species go extinct every hour of the day. Have the ability to talk to animals, I guess. Red if it would make a change. Either way, it's still blue. I would say red would not make a change, and even then I would probably still blue. Blue, I like to talk to fish. Yeah, like, you can choose to talk to animals. Not notice or care with red. Red, there are so many species that go extinct every day. That's why I don't choose red. I want to save pandas. I mean, they're already not really on a path to extinction. They're sort of recovering. We had panda cubs spawn recently. I'm gonna bring back the dinosaurs. You bring back specifically a T-Rex just to fuck with everyone. Oh, shit. I mean... Hey, Stalkers, so, I feel like this is a good one to end it on, right? Oh, sorry, I lost track. I lost track of time. Oh, I know we still have like 40 minutes left. I feel like this is a really easy one. Sorry, oh, why is my screen still showing? That's crazy, that's crazy. Welcome in Not Day. Influence the stock market to make everyone but my country poor. That would be hilarious. And yeah, by the way, as someone who has access to red, obviously blue. Blue is much more beneficial to your life. But yeah, look, speaking from personal experience, infinite money glitch, or you get to know some of the things I know. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Wow, coward. Look, most classified shit is really boring, okay? Most classified shit is just like, oh, this person's medical records. Oh, this other person's medical records. Oh, this person's address. Oh, any discussion related to work topics. What does bro know? What the fuck? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Look, I mean, I wasn't answering the question. I haven't experienced either of these. No, sir. I don't have access to any classified government documents. Yeah, I definitely haven't already lived one of these. I can correct War Thunder. People already do that. South yawned after reading the JFK files. Realistically, I'm pretty sure I already know what happened, yeah. Spy? No, I'm not a spy. What are you talking about? I get to see some early weapon schematics, fun, but not exactly life-changing. Yeah, exactly. It's just shit like that. It's generally pretty boring. Edward Snowden just having to get the insane shit, but you can also get the boring shit. Yeah, exactly. That's what a spy would say. Wrong. A spy would not be a live streamer. Spies generally can't appear on anything public-facing, to the point where they will disable cameras when they're walking into an airport. Don't ask questions about why I know this. Anyway, so those were some real thinkers, huh? We all really enjoy. Man, what a fun hypothetical situation that has nothing to do with me or my hypothetical job. I has never said hi. No, you're welcome. Lovely to have you, Mio. Lovely to have you. No need to worry about that. Alrighty. Man, I could feel my brain fucking melting on some of those. That was hilarious. Now what, I'm probably just gonna end a little bit early. I'm a little bit thirsty and I want to go buy some drinks, but I'm doing a challenge where I just drink water for a week. So I'm just gonna drink water and feel sad and then go to bed. You're a coward? What are you talking about? What was that last question again? I seem to have forgotten. Shower stream when? How would I do a shower stream? I'm a VTuber. How would that work? Would you just... Because even if I did one, you'd just say, South, you're not in the shower, you're just running water in the background. And there'd be nothing I can do to prove or disprove that. Shower with 3D model. You would just say I was running water in the background. Even if I did shower on stream, you would just say I'm lying. Alrighty, thank you all so much for coming. Lovely to have you. I just clicked on through patches of violets. Don't worry about it. Hope you have a great rest of your day. I will catch you tomorrow for Exusiae pools. Sleep well, South. You as well, Wooly. Thanks so much for coming, everybody. South just hates us. Welcome in, Nuwo. I'm sorry you've joined to write us I'm ending. Welcome in, Fallen. I'm so sorry you've joined to write us I'm ending. Nice to pass by. See you. Thanks for coming by, Jay. It was lovely to have you. I'm so sorry, New and Fallen. You've joined right as I'm ending. Hey, Fallen, why don't you join the Discord? No, sorry. I was going to make a mean joke at your expense. Don't worry about it. We were playing Shitty Genie. Yes, we were. Alrighty. Catch you around, everybody. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.